Of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter, and I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot, and let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork. Spend public funds wisely and judiciously. Reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot, and let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy. Before, and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into.
Obi bia ho ye come mo join ye Facebook page ye damase and mo join ye on other platforms ma me fa na se ma CTV ne fa na se so ma the Citizen TV Ghana and I see nkoma Benya FM ewa Elmina and I see nkoma Elembele West End FM Yadomase and various platforms out here in Kafri. We are very grateful and more BMO various market centers and shops Yadamunina see more office more fee Yadamunina say and my man say ma Minuya Otu Dako the anchor man Yadana say last week na Ojinamusa Yeguso Kwameka was a Jumedi way a friend the Citizen Show Accra FM so any the Bremo 100.5 powered by Class Media Group CMG production crew and Kwame Kwache and Stokwe we are Paite and social media handler media and Kwabena Bobie Ansah the old soldier the old lion the last man standing Commander Boham. We are grateful and Juma Bebre wa ye be dim komonso and ye be kasa mo join a Fenu Bright Ansah about your Facebook page. Thank you, Fenu. Isaac Mensah is here. Haruna Hayford is here. Jonas Andy Asamoah Ado. And so I join you your Facebook page. Yeah, the money I say anyway. Say more join you. At the same time, my man and Kamo say I say who do I too quiet no. I say who do I too quiet no. Ewiemu aya ikakra nsuo no ntia na mo aya na boko e amayen I say free by last 2 weeks various serious accidents car accidents especially Cape Coast road no so enye kra enye bad one pa ntia mo ya na mo adwina ko ni da ko Medase Nyaminshaw Moro Mott is here Moro Yadase say also join your Facebook page Yadamunina Ase Agbojan Nathaniel and so Ewo Hase Nyameni Abua for Lydia Sebe is here Abdul Jarrell my guy from Tokyo watching us on Citizen TV. All right, thank you, Abdul Jalil, my God. My be a friend JB Utemenka, me patch after 6, my and Tionka after 6 p.m. Alaji Ibrahim, and so I'll say on your Facebook page, Isaac Mensah says overspeeding. Yes, overspeeding. Any unnecessary overtaking. Oh, yeah, council. Odwene won tiase because I learned said the students too you say normal say you overtaking I say gumwa baby oh yeah and sometimes say passengers no so mo fa plan drivers ni bi wa mo betimi agina na mo ahwe no pa na mo ama obi afa car no obi a driver ni wo mu a no afa ato aso Charlie microphone kwa na mudi di agrosa no enye kra enye kra cause Krofo ni bi wa ese hwea na mo hwe wo mo. Ese hwea na mo hwe wo mo. Enya adwuma. Krofo ni wa hwea na ese mo hwe wo mo because ayana the way they drive on our roads, I mean anyway, Nyame Savlugu for Edamase. Kojofiak says the Kumasi Accra Highway drivers are on drugs. Chale and Yakra. Dixon say American House empty and there was a robbery. Say. I see. Anyway. Adraman say do Paris, and Adraman is watching us through our Facebook platform. Adraman, that's it. Alex Pinto too is here, baby Omauli. Watching us live from Lekel Ghetto. That's it. Abibio. But we mesra a dom ya motimenka na maye adwuma we to Ansah na ye de enkomo no ahyehye so na ehia me pa. Cecil is asking, when is this government reintroducing the toll booths, heavy duty trucks from Burkina, Niger? I've enjoyed our roads enough, at least restoration of jobs for our brothers and sisters with disabilities. And I think, sir, with the toll booths, Matisse, some electronic toll booths, right? I think I heard the president or the transport minister saying it. I was the president Nekai. Yeah. And Enchekrano. But you see, Cecil, these are some of the issues. Toll booth we ask him say, obi to say your friend say, sir, Accra100 say, Amwakwata. Esa nka Amwakwata dem. Amwakwata nka esa Amwakwata o dem oko prison e was ade we ho. Esa Amwakwata dem. Ye ye mra se badwafia kwose mra. Ene ye mra no ene maye sa tumi. Ye mra no ne ma utumi. Say ye mfa NC toll booth. Toll booth ni nyase ye soro ya na esi yo. Ye ko parliament ko je mra. Ye back no. Na Amwakwata timi asoro one day. One day Amwakwata asore adanya ono watwa toll booth mu. Into revenue ese eba Ghana for no. That is the only say minso nyame na meka ye no ne ade a sebe sika ya gifri Ghana for a even omutwa mu no na Ghana for buafu. Na Ghana for no abuafu. And Amwakwata ne namo. Anyway, Vivian Upon is here. That's K. Lloyd also. Yes, the toll booth, I have heard the president talking about it, and I know they will work on it. Ken Kojo Ewo Ashaiman, Medase Alidu Haruna. Miaminia Haruna. Alidu. Bro. Okay. Anyway. Thank you, Alidu. Now, Obit sending me message BCC. Okay, so Isaac Sam also, Bobie, I'm a driver myself, and the authorities should start checking the drivers on drugs. In fact, it is too much. I know you. But hold on. If say you police for war. You know, they check it and sound of your friend say, the anom di jakwa isu. Say, you was an your money be wa. Adenti a speed gun, no? The speed gun. that one so they check alcohol. Police station, see who any. So why can't they position some at the various commercial car stations? And the answer na what driver no ube to know. Then they use it to check you. Because say we took car no say we see for my no ana we red no will be very difficult. Say we do mo kwa no aja we si baby kono red aba. Enye rare, right? At least sen ko munya bibi sa, omunya bibi sa we stations it will help. Ebeboa. So circle mo ebi wo ho Ashaiman station ebi okọ Accra Central Medina station ebi wo ho Aha station ebi wo ho awe ni boanya den just say baakofo say nyese ye na our friend say balloon right enya baakofo no person we wia oman sika we ni boanya den yeah Gregory okay thank you ni boanya den enya den and I think I mean almost you bet me anya bi wo various stations, you know, various stations baby and boys na you this time no I know she pa anya better sa anyway mame nya sa adwuma we na me wia a man for betimase school feeding. I have no idea whether the president is listening to this show, whether the chief of staff is listening to this show, the education minister Haruna Idrisu, the deputy minister for education Dr. Apak, the chief of staff, look, the national chairman, the national secretary, general secretary, national organizer. Let me tell you, what is going on is very shameful. Very, very shameful. And it's sad. Look, at the end of the course, even dangerous than Galamsey. Very, very shameful. NDC are buying for the past 6 months, are performing beyond even opposition for a thinking. But this school feeding, mentra abaymuda. So I don't know how I can prefer any solution to this, but I think there should be a solution. I think there should be a solution to this school feeding problem. I think there should be a solution. I have ferry. I have nunguase. I have ferry. I have ferry. And you see, we must be able to condemn it. We must be able to condemn it. And I wish one day President President opportunity to talk about anything education. School feeding is one of the things the president should talk about and condemn the kind of nonsense. Here, Ekoso. I know JM would one day do it for Ghana. Why? Are they way school feeding? What is the issue? What is the issue with school feeding? Senyeni pane ye greed. And I'll come to that. But let's watch some of the videos. Where? Okay. So let's watch some of the videos. Airtime.
And so he's saying he will not allow them to serve the food to the kids. Yes. So the name is Don Spino. He will not allow them to serve the food to the kids. Yes. He says he will not allow them to serve the food to the kids. School feeding program also I'm putting my one severe so this is it. This is demonstration. All my one severe. What do you mean? We are talking about
Meanwhile, a school for Uncle Anijra or more Jedian in radio. No Mako Sunyadie. Shannon Guassism and in Guassism Poto. Nina say, why, I said, take charge of the school feeding. Why, Obian Wedriania and Kolanija and Kolawe bear their question. Look at what they are going through. The trauma. And Sakura Wakwa Edem, Adriania Kolabe Diakonenum. And you see, I am shocked. The GES is not talking about it. The Education Ministry is not talking about it. Your friend say, you know by something auntie, Peter auntie. They are not talking about it. I say a young kola, I say young kola issue in Tino, where they are young kola. But how can you treat? Look, Charlie. Oh. Just look at this. Just look at this. So it's likely say an opanon kolani nidi normal kwa kwatenasio because enipa ba ko pay for be ebu afu. How? I think there is another one, B. There are a series of, incidents across the country, and as Obia Dean, like, Bakubi, no more could share the another form. Pantam. Just a Bakubu of you see, chairman, a constituency chairman, any woman organizer. No, but I didn't the Education Ministry ain't mean streamlining here. Dr. Park, you guys cannot just streamline this thing. Oh, Charlie, me no care. Yeah.
school, man to tell or man my Office Madam Cynthia and the program we are to some of you on the Maya Jana, so young boy, I didn't know the Maya Jana.
Bahon. Into almost of we are no school. Just look at this. Are they way? Oh, sorry. Dr. Park. David. Mamungu, John Mahama and Imuasio. And I think these are some of the things when we talk about intelligence gathering. When you know, these are some of the briefing the president every morning. And you must say, here. And you must say, here. And young Crawford tape for Moses and already also called Treno. And you know, one here. There be a president who could brief and no be tape show, but Oko Bam and Eti, Yan natural so ye security, Juma. Wow. Kwabena kwa kasi say yes kwabena. But I mean nice. Nice. When we need to criticize our own, we should do it. Dr. Park, muguye nyina ni mu ase o. Muguye nyina ni mu ase. Ade we MPP for na yes kwasi ade we. MPP for na dis kwasi ade we. Enti se mo antimi en sua bibia from how to correct the situation. Na se mo so cyber to aso sa. I mean say you fine. You are just waiting for the president or the vice president or the chief of staff. And as I'm train president secretary, Dr. Callistus. And I'm more train Standogbe. And I'm more train why? You guys have been given a mandate. You have been given a role to play. And you must execute it. Already, you guys are doing well. You guys are doing well. Tinyama kitin be saying no, you don't sit down, watch, and allow it to fester. You don't allow it. Dr. Park. Honorable Haruna Idrisu. Mamo nyesa. Don't do that. Don't do that. And what is the issue about this? A friend is a school feeding. I don't know. And I say a school feeding coordinator. No, what's your friend say? Called them Haji Afati. MPP Haji Afati ni bi wo NDC. Ono de ye fa Haji Afati ni de wo ye lady. Onye kurasi ni se MPP Haji Afati no. Onye kurasi ni we de oye lady. So the school feeding program no coordinator no your friend Haji Afati. And ne deputy no your friend Faustina Lamte. Okay, so I think say me producers try so be rich or more, but me no you be on funny phone. That any issue. That is not an issue. Probably they were busy, so that's not the issue. But wherever Omoti and cannot. Okay, so let's watch the other one. Let's watch the other one.
Nkwala be na ebedi ya nyina. Ya na nkwala wo mata no se. Other schools no se. Obi akotu obi. Other schools no se. Ana ani nya me he meet. Ani na oni ta wo appoint na wa ka meet ya. Ha? Ya ni wo ku yo ni ani na ni ko. Ani no wa ka. Ya se ma obi ya.
Listen. Kwame, school fee, you say nkola no say from aduan na edi. Hwe. Just look at this. No, Dr. Park, you guys, you can't do this to us. You can't do this to us. Yes. As I say, human institutions need to know these things, but starting and more. I did what was 2 weeks, 3 weeks new. I was 2-3 weeks need to 1 month. And I don't know. Maybe I made a mentor by mood than into know, and maybe I am say to solve it in airful. But I don't know how serious this issue. Yeah, just say you need to solve it. I don't know. Minim at the crop potting ya. A what South school feeding numua. You need to solve. Just look at this. Dianu go from na enkola come do omuntina. After the so much tase from a dianidi. When you are police for who Ghana police service who national security but because a party for na aircon inti minim so much party chairman you so I can't tell mentiasie chale odwene wa sa asem ni sia ya na ubusa won say omo na omo because videos ni there omo hwe bi da JM no at because of social media so they see it, they see all these things, they see it even if the security will not brief you grano and penifon they see they know. But the question is, must JM be going around doing everything? He can't. Do you know what delegating Professor Monye? Dr. Park, please. Kelo, I say, but who are the kids to pick the food from the floor? There you I come to Aquarano. Adriania go for one day. I come to no. Aquarabe no, I may have a catching one for Adriano for Mobefa. I come to no. Ya 2 Adriania go from Onyani day. Obetem this Chale yesremo, ya pamocho, ya di adwuma asemonsa. Do it to the ability, the best of your ability, please. Munya adwuma no. And the whole issue, you say, media sound mate. I don't know, say true, I don't know. You say, young father say, I see a dentist say. Schools no edorso and you see national executives national NDC national executives at you see national executives no cause problem ni nyina across the country. You see national executives and yes ade national executives so ora se dun ketianya baby ahye your friend say Pablo youth organizing nya baby ahye ana bisi women organizing nya baby ahye hwan em say fifi kwete so board bi so ana on the on call baby a na yamin elom enso nya baby ahye ndi ya fansa aka yamin ene fifi kwete akugan ena Mustafa Bank de so nya baby ahye enti ya akuga na hye wo ye saa no ana se eye hefo a ayi your friend say and the mole say commander mention names. I don't know them. That is what I have heard. I'm say free secretariat no Madam Hajia Fati omna yes ade no. Are you sure? Ewa Krupon. But Kwame, not necessarily we want to talk to her. Find time any more any Hajia Fatino kono na any no monkomo because for all you know ebi obi su na say no keke. You understand? Aha. Adwuma we no yayache. Udi agra obi be say obi ama. Then you are forced to believe lies. So find out you are a media practitioner, get in touch with her. Because because they say aka akuga nkwa wa chiri ena aka yami ena aka fifi kwete ena aka wan Kobe Baron ena wan cause omo nyina akọ Ruth said okọ enti ahefo na hye soro ho yes ade no ahefo na aka omo jare ho no a omo keka nchansi ni bom because everybody is complaining say every national no unhu ni pakura oyesa ni da ku busa say chief bani omo man bibi omo ma chief bani hwio odwene no chief bani de odwene no pa mo wan nwene no odwene no mentiase be I mentiase me adie we me I mentiase kra just say me dwene wa why ebisi MMDCs no ena omo yesi adenta sei chese wo mu bu nkrofo nsem ba akofo 15 schools 20 schools 15 schools 20 schools na ononkwa mama constituency women organizers no mama omo ni dibia Jolu mama women organizers ni DBA. Why? Constituency for no constituency level. When you dey share constituency level, regional, you know, na adna trick na a branch. And the offer national, and as we MCE, and as we MP. Now as I got to see where so as what about them? As what Jimmy Kakra? As what about them Jimmy? Mentias yo. Mentiase enti almost means streamlining ade way to the sense I mean obi abete ne ho ase say oh say na ye che no oh ya Kwame maka asem we me see the only time a year governance ebe problematic amount for ebre in taking decisions is when people are compromised. That's all. Because if you are not compromised, are there way in your issue? My make it was commander, the issues are to do with the regional women organizers and their so-called protocol. Okay. So, Commander, do you know in Amasama constituency, we were told in Sakina electoral area schools are reserved for Lodina Mahama? How would one be told this after working hard for your party to come to power? Meanwhile, Dr. Lodina, the first lady, Onim Hoshe, you see? First lady, one Friday when Yashi, what are you doing? School video, what are you doing? So the issue has to do with, you know, I think the education minister and his deputy, they should coordinate well with Ghana Education Service on these matters. And there's a secretariat for it. And secretariat, you know, will be the supervisor. As a secretariat, Nisha will be ase. Greed. Minkwa me penny na. me nko amese sani nyina. And it's so sad, Kwame, when you say what I heard, that MC is no, MMC is nibi no, DC is nibi no. Even Omabusia form your MPP for crowd and your campaign. I'm NDC, no. They are giving them contracts. They are giving them contracts. I don't think idea krame. Idea krame. Say me ya bayajuma. Na idea krame. Me debema NDC ni Ansah me twamani ahwe me nua MPP ni. I mean, amanfo nsofa saa na wo de akwa akomo abusuafo adi o. Amanfo nsofa saa na wo de akomo abusuafo adi. Enye amanfo nsofa saa na wo watam na wo de akwa akomo abusuafo adi. Time anu omo make us say so no enipa kra ni busuani no time omo pai JM Julo JM kronfo ni nyina no na okan people for no na omo yes ade no. Then those who fought well to wash JM clean no send atare fita no. When you turn your back on such people, yes, the other kind of say in your co-position, so what? They are about power. No, but and you're fine. And you're fine. Right now, you don't even know whether national executives know. You don't even know whether MMDCs know. So regional women organizers know. I don't know, but you see, you have a national security, you have the BNI, you have various security apparatus. This thing they can easily track. They can easily track. Goita na bubo mo taso no mo chiri no mo difufuo ne namsa. Kwasi asem nkwa. Kwasi asem nkwa. Oh, Ghana there. Yeah, Ghana no ankasa no. Well. They are not picking people that they have the mind to work. Where you are, Juma? Can't you track and know where the problem is coming from? Even the education ministry, bet me a private investigative team. You will know. Because today, we're so regional women organizer, we're so a constituency chairman, we're so a national executives now. Omdo Jim no more yard. Yes, here be crowd a chimpna. Or no, go to channel. No, I can't or that's so no, I catch them and say school feeding you or home the bebro. What's your smart quack? Now, by 10 young guys, no moodino. I'm out for a year, Juma. There are young girls. Look, when you go across various constituencies near the idea, there are young girls almost and young guys almost support a NDC movement. Just one school, man, one school. Never go for you 10. Never go for you 20. What kind of nonsense is that? Oh, Charlie, Mamba. And you're fine. Jose. Charlie, let me move on. Let me move on. Udia you got kwajo say who ni pa kropa o yes ade no. Who ni pa kro o yes ade no. The women organizers are crying. At the same time, you have your friend is a constituency chairman are crying, and it seems nobody is interested to talk about it. And look, taxpayers' money, taxpayers' money. And NDC is not a coward party. We criticize our own in good faith. And this is no. A minus for the NDC government. It's a minus. And you're fair. You better tackle it. Deal with the issue. Oh, Charlie. We are just hoping. We won't chase anybody. We want to talk to you, interview you. Nobody will interview anybody. Nobody will chase anybody. Yeah, they are Juma Mamo. Monsha Sonye. Won't mean ya. Just walk to the president. Opening. You are the man. You mean to me yet. What dear? Now call baby. But you don't put the whole government into shame. Enti adia we ya na MPP AC no ane ye complaining no. Enti obi antimi ana awa dem anwene ho how to deal with it. I didn't cost 8 years. In all the 8 years, we were here complaining. We were criticizing the MPP government, complaining. Not knowing you're complaining and saying you need any idea to solve it. I can't believe this. I met a friend and we were talking about Dr. Siama, Bank of Ghana, and why Dr. Siama is doing so well. And then Nipane a friend to Dr. Siama. And what catch him say when NDC was in opposition, and Yemane Koso Bank of Ghana in Dr. Siama were doing investigations on it, finding solutions and all that. And you are pointing on Ora already know okra solutions to the issues. So it's just apply. Finito. So those who are looking forward to become education minister and deputy and blah 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 and whatever school feeding secretariat, no, all these issues no cause no opposition no. They no and kasa no. And to be and that how to solve this issue. Okay, almost Bobie did the but you see, and on the people down there. We need access to the people up there. I middle link. Now people for you tag you. Any me Bobie, MP for me Bobie dia ma da kro no ba ko si betu. No more tag, me tag me ma de chi bibi kete Bobie money na ewu no. Bibi kete money na ewu no. Na me so me no de face so. Me dia me nko na code of conduct na nchim ye. Honorable Felix of Osukajisu about be free range. Me come and me no more de face so, you know, but young cannot cry. One is bad. Let's say it is bad. Me, I don't know how to be a sycophant. Me. One is bad, one is wrong, is wrong. Just tell the person this is wrong. And I think JM, Chief of Staff, talk to Haruna Idrisu, talk to Dr. Park, this is wrong. Whoever is at the secretariat, they should just streamline things. Oh, they no cry here, Juma, the reason why they are struggling with this school feeding, blah, 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 blah. Ayen kontompo kana sichi, akwa obi pebebi dubiashe. And this is almost use fairness to deal with the issue. Problem, anyway, let me move on. It's very unfortunate. My own say Dr. Hannah Bisiu air rounds and me share minia Nit FM Kwabena Mafo. I watched my brother Kwabena Mafo And I share Kwabena the consensus. Utim say no. The Koraba for Wapaba. I say, now what in the bush why are they? Eh? Maybe I tell you be my bire. Yeah, Kwabena, that's okay. That's okay. You see, one share some no critically. You may be forced to believe that Hannah Bisiu is going wayward. She's not going wayward. She is not going wayward. The mandate to fight Galamsey, we all have a responsibility to fight Galamsey. And I've been saying this. Me my share videos are local boys to fight a Galamsey for those videos no be before NDC ever win election. I was with Kofi Boache, COP Kofi Boache, near the home come, and I was telling him what they should do. I wish the government would lace up with the community people. That's all. The government should lace up with the community people, and you are good to go. You are good to go. Now the community people, they so fighting them no adding. You understand? When Oma man for the TSS, look, mo future, mo nana no future, and no more essay no no. And Crawford, sorry. And you see, Hannah Bisiu Akwasheche. The videos are funny though. For that one, I agree. Because Bakuna no Hannah Bisiu madam for a long time. I know her way back. I started Hannah Bisiu on radio, so I know her very well. And when it comes to those things, Hannah Bisiu is very passionate about those things. She still has this adrenaline. The revolutionary adrenaline is still burning in her. And you must understand her from that angle. Beyond that, a mandate to fight Galamsey. So when you tell me or ask a question, let's assume say she's not part of the government. Let's assume that she has nothing to do with a Galamsey fight. But as an individual, as a citizen, to fight Galamsey. And he said, our logistics bakum yenubi no so ono de on fan tra enkran. Ono de on koye slay queen sem. Ono on fan ko tra Kempinski, on fan Land Cruiser, en ko tra Kempinski. Or the Land Cruiser no obetofu agumu di ananti ewura mu aboaye ya. Why not? Why not? E dey na money abone. Yeah, nua kwame afrifa. Wa ngo bush. As an individual, no ambush. And the Anabisi when ambush. I mean, what is wrong? Yeah, nua kwame afrifa. But yes, or your citizen. Are they want me nanti kwayemu mu aban manenko Galamsey. Obati me. Apia kubi. Yeah, nua apia kubi ano okes be nefe. Omu nya no mo nkonanti urem. So mo ko Galamsey. Hannah Bisiu graduate so nkratu. Ko apia kubi ni kwame afrifa. Na Hannah Bisiu nkwa ko bia. Yes there be yanti ase. Ada ya. Ada ntina say Hannah Bisiu na adwuma. Ye nyina ya adwuma. Bobie ametie na say even see e tua me ka boso me and I will spend it on fighting Galamsey. Yes, on my nani bajo. So those who are in government and they are angry with Hannah Bisiu, and you know me, Hannah Bisiu know me very well that if it's wrong, I'll tell her that is wrong. Because what say me means wrong. But if you are in government and you want to criticize Hannah Bisiu, I mean, criticize her fairly. Say, onion tan and yase. Because omo edi ja omo no mutimi ye yanko ba be se anyi nta na ni ase. You can do it. That is what. And look, and I be so call no. What me ama? As I identify another locations, kura ne bi anan ka ban nim. Say bibi say ikoso ha. Na dey and I be so ka say forest no namu no. Onim nyansa say risky. Ufiri so onim. Onim. But hey, that is her passion. Her passion is to help solve a problem. And we must encourage such women. We must encourage such citizens, individuals. We must encourage them. Me and Bunabem. But I couldn't know on until the Fete so ka chere China buti ba ko say kwasu ya upesu anom. Who say Yesu say upesu papa anom. And Rabbi Sri ho. Be Saturday madam be the Sunday me first one on am say manyamre no bia bottle to say mo. Charlie, can watch your thing. I think you have 40 minutes. Charlie, can you watch your thing? I see more. Now, you know, Obas ready, but trust me, on a more serious note, yet a chroma. Na ayami ya. Na kwa mesu who say video no party. On say etiwa wahu. Because say point there be point to stand because one atiwa MPP emabunu I think 2021 more one more press conference say Katie Jamfua MPP National Women Organizer and TSC atiwa forest and otumudi Katie Jamfua MPP for na beka kire say obabesia otu galamsi anajo wo fa so fa your friend say pickers no they ato no ko ho won na ekro no na say NDC the more national women organizer and she's not interested say obebo abonefo am tu asase ni mu nemom no she's interested to fight it what's there be nyanya na adwuma opede e ho nyanya na adwuma opede e ho into one office in Kwa, not in crying, not to office, not on Yashi. Yakroma Kwame Yempempuntu. Debbie, yes, I know, Yempempuntu. Can I see $1 bar from Namusa Ghana for a binum ye wicked? Me, Onipa da send it to me, she make catch them say, $1 ya bar for me, the Yakura. Sani Pano, 2024. Or to abetia MPP because of the dollar. Ni nyina ya abre dollar no so ye dede ni bi. Eba from no was your mama nya de kra. And I say ade say chale go bo business na nya $1,000 a bim. He said yeah oni ade ba ne de onya ade ni mu na enko kakra. Na mu say Ghana now your mindset no nye. And I see what office already. And when she feels like, no, and your office in Kwane, I can do something extra to help. Let's encourage her. And this is the try ye. Your national women organizer one on Pegalam Seu. And it's also a bad not to cry free aqua santimampon the Aquantia Galamsia. I will support her any day, any time. Yano dear Katie Jamfua. A member continue wafa soso anajo. What me can you see the mama so bobo si Katie Jamfua mama so babesia. No I share jeans I share warranty. Wait I'm going here. Atwa MPP you for and I catch rain. Come in him say go to Galamsey. Katie Jamfua Galamsey. Enti enka hana bisu nkoye bi brako jomafo enyi unuaba ma why enyi ni ma se wankoka o abonefo no amoma ntu galamsey ti se de ketjamfu ayeye no so o resources ketua bia obetimi di aboa. Why not yem bona baso ye encourage no yem bona baso unless e bia nipa no ye wahi. But look, in this life, deal with issues on a fair level. These are I wish so bet me aboy any anya sa you know, because obi anim ho asem almost say Ashimo Singapore ni bi akọ report Ashimo na wasiu no odi ma me nya ho asem ka na also new directives e dey directives ah say see na eba na me say see na eba protocol no matter so protocol until why you for the protocol no ko the info na the protocol no ko protocol from national and a presidency ka ho in the protocol no to baby protocol no 10% for an individual and Ansah say protocol in the protocol no way protocol no way of or in the protocol no way or the montre baby a protocol what is here near protocol near Musa protocol no sir in the protocol no or oh, Charlie. Papa Kwabena, yanyina enyo. Emedia onipa de nsa mienu didi enyo. Onipa udidi ama onu ani bi na otimu odene. Udi kakra. Na onu aso adi kakra. Ubonsa asumdua ba. Udi wasese ni nyina na ada so. E ma men kan se na men kom ba bi. Ashimo. Omusi Ashimo. Ena Singapore ni bia yakosi na asede ene ayi ofosun kansa no ani tikiti se adwe no ofosun kansa no ofosun na ofosun kansa no anu me ma decide se me mfi no sa akwa no ma decide se me mfi no oni na mo Jano. But Ashimo, obviously Ashimo da and a day name for Incusia. Kwame, boss and su video no. There be wasting me time. Would you mean you mamma de bay? Yet to Chroma, I'm a bronia by a press conference. I just and Subache. As a Subache, a dupino, ask Camino. $20,000. Yan Grand Kwajibi Akahon. And I just for your word. Yet to Chroma. Oh, me, I small issue. No, I don't know what is it. He's my friend. I'm here to call him and find out. So I can't say much. But say yeah, Ghana send a Musa MPP ni bekebia. Eya na makuma eya me ya. Yeah, can't send more Ghana na say MPP ni babe kebia condemn. Na ya ubusa say o be condemn nyansa sembe na wutrim ya be condemn bibi go with you. All right, so let me deal with this issue na memfa and sorry almost say Pacho ubenya Alhaji Osman any TV picture NCA. Former Deputy Coordinator Alhaji Osman. Now the Kwabena do okay from Kwabena adu. Any Alhaji Osman tour, mame. And then MPP 4 catch the say. Adenti ena Attorney General ABA National Security Files ewa court na a threat to our national security as a state. Ene MPP for mutrimu ya mudo ay trimu de pani trimu de chese omo dape what dape Ansah say Bobie talk about the La Hospital. Oh, Honorable Kando, the last time I spoke to him about the La Hospital, no, omo ndisi aban be ko ho nansen ya ombesi asiwo say akotwifo akromfo no akufo ado kromfo no obugu ye no waja oko na enano nti say akufo ado wanya no ede kasa am say akwa de jimi de wo no wa jimi kura che wa ankasa akufo ado kwasi asema wodi no Ghana nkese wo hyedem saa so okohin tam so de wo akola bi be hwe asum pe ansa na wo afiri wiase wo akufo ado jimi no wo di bone saa fie nwotwe obi anka hwe ukọ fie a wonko tra ho nyi wa home no be a hospital no bu hospital nagu ye no ya me ani anye de anye de da enke no nka mo fa asase na ton come on for assassinato. Me pam so Ansah no mo de pictures me go no. Em say two issues bi aba. David Apol ka say Vaco runabout to Harbour Road no terrible. Yes, it's true. But now say me te so mo ye kwame anameboa. So what happened? Because me te so mo ye em say me hu say omutwitwa pictures bi kura begu social media say aban papa aba. Ananomboa. And I think say a man for so complaining or Pokuase Amasama road no pa. So you best say road minister. You best say road minister. Please. Yenim enya mu mistake and you are just in government by 6 months ni. So enya say yeah the pressure tomoso. But at least on say one of the highways and Crawford use pa. Yeah, but my Hussein Crawford complaining, and you see these kind of things, ayana prompt response, very, very key. You see, governance is about communication. Communicate with the people. Governance is about communication. When you communicate with the people, so those social media handlers, Edema road minister, no, these things more picky feed. When you pick the feed, you give it to the minister. At least obey me issue statement to be about it. You know, now ma obia come out on him for the past 1 or 2 weeks. Me was on Crawford on social media complaining, Pokuase Sawam Road, and you know, yeah, you can't say you'll be our fault. No, you can't say you'll be our fault. Sabi, and yeah, Honorable Bojana road minister, right? So yes, Honorable Bojaba and Odene Siabetu so. I mean, the situation was bad, and now it has worsened. You know, so you don't ignore the people when they are complaining. The moment, so which means the ministers, some social media handlers, proactive. They need to be smart, sharp. You understand? I mean, Yankasa, and I Obidiaba said, Tema what the idea? Me think so more, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know why. Sound. Oh, Charlie. Obi Prince Kujo was a commander from Pombaria to Michelle Camp Junction and Yakra. Yeah. I see. Gumwanya Nyano. Very horrible. I see. Anyway. But in Americano, there are some major ones. You need to. Mami Jeffo says Sunyani Techman Road. Where Jania Kakota landing. Yeah, can't say man Uber Jina say Sunyani Techman Road. Bra. Nanya Okay, so this is Alhaji Osman and Kwabena Edu Buahin. MPP attaching a cat ray or Ghana say. Alhaji Osman na oye Deputy National Security Coordinator. Right? Yes, why they what a year letter because national security was supposed to buy a gadget. A year bebwa a bino. I monitor abone for calls, any other or that. So they were buying it from an Israeli company. And national security was supposed to buy, but because that time they don't have money, it was around $8 million or something. So I'm gonna say Alhaji Osman and a straw letter and the command NCE that they should buy the thing on their behalf. Because NCA 2 Oman Eshesa and Yemen so telecommunication stuff. Okay. Almost say Israeli company no. Sike free NCA bear $4 million no. E call a year Alhaji Osman account mu. And onu yi $1 million di tia Israeli company nika. $3 million no and almost a chair. That was the charges you're raising against them. So it has to do with benefiting from government business, money laundering, and all that. Obian Kashe. He was jailed for 5 years. Obian Kashe. Edru MPP Kwabena Edu Buahin. Meanwhile, Alhaji Osman on our national security. Modern court. You brought national security files. You brought witnesses from national security to witness against him. Edru Kwabena Edu Buahin MPP for catch there say. If the NDC goes ahead to prosecute this young man and in Nigeria, I'm saying the never. Boko Haram for Beba Ghana. Maduguri, Boko Haram, on Beba Ghana. Ada prosecute you be of world national security. And the last time Atachia was on radio complaining stupidly. Atachia, Mikasa Atachia Jimia, Mosime Bois. Stupidly. Say Argentina and your Sadia. So omu biebie eye way files mu transactions awaye on behalf of national security. And you go be moved from 92. You are a fool. No, but who prosecute a deputy or no? Osman the position no our high chain Kwabena Dubois. Who prosecute no fire national security files against him, no go be any files against him. No, I don't know who Uncle Shasi free 92. I don't know Uncle Shasi free 92. Well, just me until I come yeah, me my radios no. Code of conduct in the see that me. Because what you MPP ni wa wouldn't need any option than to times a what Jimmy pa wouldn't answer. MPP ni complete. What do you mean? You or prosecute to be one only a deputy national security coordinator. On the same grounds, sir, there was a business between the NCA, National Security, a private company, and a benefit. Muko far a documents at the core, your friend say court. Edward boy in the Ansah say ayanin. I go fire a documents. A year or day kwa was Debbie. Other year say Debbie. National Security say maybe musa. So maybe the could be free 92. How I see I used to scan in no, so who knows us any anwa. I don't know the word a large Osman dear no so. Why, Ansah? Would and prefer went you a yana to be not wa. Now you say, and Crofo post in Yibi, then one monk was maybe I say, and also do I have a bark of crane here. Would you want me a before? A before papa there. You know my big show gruma before Jansam. I said, me make a piano, bro. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? So now you can discuss those issues, but Ferdinand Tamaklo, what is the issue about Ferdinand Tamaklo? Almost say, how cry, Minia. Almost say Ferdinand Tamaklo 1. OJ 1 million Ghana cedis, 1.4 million Ghana cedis. Say omo kwa kwa ye program bi wo voter. And other two regions be say a workshop. Now workshop no almost all the 1,500 and a prepared breakfast workshop for no voter region. So almost will be bandiaka no just virtually sikano afanya there so there. Asem no. Asem said na Tamaklo there no asem no. Obi akwaji $45 million Ghana $45 million. So they kwa do fu. Where this can? Your friend ni panwa, osi debi. Ada na friend abusa no say $45 million. Adi adwuma ye so de kwa no anyo, wan va anyo. We see MPP ni Argentina said na Tamaklo. Omo jeli no in absentia. Was he what Jessica said or kwako ye adwuma. Wa nye 1.5 million 1.4 something million Ghana cedis. Won't to me the any $45 million. $45 million. Now, Kwame, your friend say, oh, me na betra say, Bright Simons, for Bright Simons tweet be to her, mame, or tweet I think 2023, August 2023. Time President pardon yet TV and Osman Alaji Osman or tweet adiebi. Imani, deputy boss, Imani Ghana, Bright Simons or 20 adebi na yere ne yede twim adwene asi Kwabena adu buahe asem no so and yes, and is not doing anything out of the ordinary. So this is BB Simons, Bright Simons, Imani Ghana. And I quote, regular readers will recall me sharing info about government of Ghana signing a similar opaque deal with an Israeli spyware vendor, Ray Zone, that it jailed officials of the former government for. Well, the president has pardoned the mastermind of that deal. No more criminalization of opaque spyware deals. Kwabena do boy deals no. And I'm not right. Simon's air come from us. No. So now they knew. Kwabena do boy no. Now they knew ahead. Omunim, but because Akufo-Addo ne na busuafo akwa no bokro no anu omom bi di no. Omom gu abam no omu di bininti no. Yanko. Wait, as far as 2023 August. You know be so. We end this in natural way. And this in the accusation we babonting. And look. So what is the issue? Alhaji Osman was jailed because he was the masterminder of that deal. That's how far MPP went. Mesdames, Wase, today, almost so among tiase. Ene, almost no, why? But let me ask Ghanaians, Kwame, say no. A dear pa na ba a wiasia, say no. Political criminals, gangs, obiaya, say you only need to fire or any in a fire. No, what is it? And you only need to fire or any in a fire. You money in you, but. Yes. Ubenya Dubai nene. Ana give so one in kunu. Ana hana so nene yere. Ubenya. Tuguo. Fagudo. Na minwie. And now citizen at 2000 Listowell and Kabore will join me in the studio for the fireworks. And before Kasa, they are complaining. Brofu bi aba omoso o see the future is pregnant. Now so ade asoko mo future na asoko am wa pregnant mo say mo gina wo mo body gala mo wa fafuro eya say no future no o ene nkola na ba bro mo hwe o si was pregnant. Future is na awoi some go fast abrofu no free you. Some go for free you. The future is pregnant. Ghanaians are just waiting. But when you say Dubai, you know, you see, Nyamesom. Ne yire ni preach channel. Oh yes. Ne yire no what ayi Legon nyina no. Esa SU mpaibo no. Ona ne lady. Oh yeah. I know her. No, onye oba basa. Krifepa. In fact, wanu na chere Adubu are preaching. Oh yes. I know people who know her very well. But I mean bunifo. So please, I mean my hands day up. Enya say me bunifo. Right? So please, I beg you. Enti Adubu ahe ene ne yire. Hana ene ne yire. Gift ni kunu. Nansay ayi bia be krom ha. Ye yi obi minister. Ye no nya nkete. Ye yi obi minister. Na ne yere age office wo akenten so. Ye yi obi CEO a aso ba no so ye CEO. Why? Ozu ahu bi. Ka kire me. Me dey say menti ase o. Why? Mensa Thompson. Ozu why? Oh, come on menti e. Ade Oslo. Mensa Thompson wife their son want or no twi kura want. So I know the okopedia. Say you will be Ada ama nimi ansama. Oh okay. Say you will be minister. Obaka said they are minister and they want us to accord them sa respect near them or no minister no. Or person they no so no ye ne sa. Chale me sam kwasi asam no mintimi nyina no. Ye you will be CEO a asa ne yere nso ye CEO. Enti obewura ne kunu no office wa ese workers ni nyina sorry gina ho hwe kwasi asem hwe CJ isu ni kunu hwe kwasi asem Nansay when cry na frame na me no eya na ye omo say me meka me de me ka kire me nkwa say minister we CEO we Sameja mfi we me meka na nipa ndi ope bia no aye me say me Kwabena menti we mama no dwan furu e na be but that subai no ye obi so ye minister na aya na yire so ne ma say omo so ye minister sons and daughters enti omo ko omo papa officer said the kind of protocol de ma papa no oba ni pebi ni ma pebi mentiase masa monya ntem na me de me fan sorry se hu so bia ya se wa abokro no pa ne yire nka wana ne kuru ka ho yeah onipa da sane hu se wo opportunity e de fesika odun dampam no wodi takra benu tunu sa de takra benum chiri kofa bro do wo de monsre mo ga sa me boa wa ko tu ayi takra kro takra se tie ni wo tutu ano de asinkutom na yo de na moto ado sa oh sorry I don't confess cano because otu omukro no ni bia wonte ase wa ware oba de man government position dey na wo business account mu no oba no discover how Kwabena du boyi kokko se ne yire no various bank accounts operate a ho na omo ye business fa how Cecilia da pani ni kunu hwe kwa asma no mudi ya mo ba position woni ukunu mu sore na mu free efia be ma ne kona juma wo so ya mo abanya juma kode koye you have no business bringing your husband bringing your wife into government business. Ya mo be minister one ne yire eba a party functional na opese ne yire no said the nkrofo ya no mo nya ne yire no ese because one so appointee say ya na omo gi omo appointment letter no a wo hunu say appointment letter no eye menko amedi ne wom na hanan de anyway hanan ne yire de buffer stock. Oh, Kwame, yesterday. Kabore, who are you here? One for Bibi Uncle, one for Bibi Uncle Numama. And says a man on him, man in Yano, a Juma and Omedenam. Omo Pobi on Bawarana, Ombe Yusuno. And they are to our destination. And they say we are young politician in your appointment or Bar Bema or price was papa a change child assassin. Half plot $400,000. Or price was ro. They say Cocrafon crowd here, Omo for Omu. No Babesia, or minister, or no Asha a yakoti drew. A friend saying, when you be me. Shintiane or Suisano, and Omade, you crama in a cajon. O crew free, a Jumaba, was shoot to no, 3 shots. O shoot to the way I don't say some questions. It's a contract here into Monsa sign a bebem. Was my mini document in Wakano Mumra. Oh, Christ of the living God of Jah. Hey, I didn't no, because until recently, near him said, a ma and omukrunum and a crunum no moyerenum and a cabum ebuye. Yaje, that's a woman, mama, eka home. Just say, Papa, a criminal. Ni a criminal. Na enkola ebe ka ho se enkola no so ye criminal. Yawo. Ya hwe ye na enkola so be ka ho a. Samre obi an ne kru ne yire na edi awusa no. Ya hwe ye na se enkola no so ba be ka ho se kum. Say ye ma so anya interest on be bokro no a. Finish. Ya wie. Menka sabio. Eno ano no. Mini akabore atrase. Akwaba onia.
Yeah, brofa.
Mama ne Ansah to. Ansah to. Akwaba.
Commander.
Boko there.
Yeah, yamunado.
Anya fasili o. Anya serious.
Commander. Eh, my friend chama. Yete funa ya hwefo. Yeah, was no production team adwuma pa mo ye mama Ghana.
Ansah to.
Dia.
Dia. Me man chi obi. Dia. Sa dia no a.
Samarike. My moon, and then when you are bad about Yandasam.
Sir,
on Yandasam, Nanko for you, Suma. You see, first, no, Nanko for you, what girlfriends, pan or dear.
Oh,
but because of what some girls have done to some people, Caesar, they resorted to fee.
And yeah, Obano. Bumi kura no scan be kafi because me ne wo ma
exactly
be ma ne bumi kura scan be kafi
exactly. So people have been doing this for a very long time. They were using friends, girlfriends, and associates and all those things. But try and go through nti.
Because say we share Kabore nyonyamfo sei na yire ho fefefe na Kabore akoba wo hia na we wie ni 4 year term ya de sika adwane o ko ka kire wai ya do to
I wish you said what.
What's that? Ono go
I wish you said
oh, what's all you never said, Mr. Kabore? Bibi House. Bibi Hammer. Bibi Hammer. They have me what I want to be. Oh, okay. What do I tell you?
Oh, people are doing it. Go for your power. And you see, this issue of spouse. Was spouse now whatever
criminal
job
cartel.
That form a cartel. Yes, that's what it is, and it's going to get worse because now it looks like the spouses have more interest. Inti awa asebri ejuma inye binu, you are seen as inye correct. Inti say ye beyina na ye besia na ya bene ejuma. Now, wo spouse in feel that really be to the man. You are seen as our you're correct. So
as I don't first can be
now you are getting people to either or a peer pressure Into obi wo kra nka de madwu no nyini tirim ba we hu mo rekodu ide. Chare manfa mu wan jima se bi emi na minyim yansa. Ti so bi ade no regime. Nti yihwe first na nka nkoforo ko appointment wo ko eya appointment committee na dia vetting na dia. Hardly they be who their wives what it now if the spouse ngasa
one no ye koye vetting
one madu trum
recently me hwe obi vetting and this by ye buso okru kwase na oba no tie bese na no se ne bu afuo se die yo
business associate
na me say oba no die buso okru se ma wo to na ye na beti bibi stab why cry one of the ministers my so minim say we be bank am de to ho yo tie kire ye no bi na say hey
because when you foresight no
or your shareholder yeah busy yeah busy
no you ask am now your west because obeyi bi wo wa sabi e bia bo game kakra into all na de be na wife o nya nyunya problem
no but asma okay no asma okay I met somebody who really know Yenua Adubuahin and his wife. And the person told me that no unkra documents nibi, but he can say it on authority that Adubuahin and Tisa, but Obana Tisa, Obana is a go-getter. Osile di nani ade pa when it comes to Sikasama we very best Kasama, but the person told me that a Dubai that he know no ne a Dubai wife no call Legon or a Dubai in Tessa. Now I'm saying to be too calm, make what say and I am say what the Takrabi Numano.
No, but normally it's the spouses. You see, what's your interest? It is the person behind you who tells you that Charlie, you are losing out. You are losing out. These are the areas you able to be me find there was even a function. When there was even a function, your wife says, "Oh, edibena yede kwa source no. Makra mutu manria."
Yes.
Next can have a fee. And yes. We'll give you all the justification. So now, if one and wife to the man what to restaurant, we register a company.
Me call BA. I met a woman organizer. I'll catch them say women organizers ni na fa plans on be worry various CEO name ministers no both MPP and NDC party no because program be banner women organizer and then crowd for anyire wo ho a constituency chairman Tammy I know they akoba ne yire na omo fiefo na enoa enti ade anka ese party for ni nyina yenya so mfaso no enti sa ade anya ye ni aye bechim ayem ho adwuma
exactly
enti ube we say constituency women organizer ni chairman ne taso na secretary ni na taso
azu ofio
Kamare
over
this what is it?
Of our own say behind every successful man there is a woman. And you know
can I see
a man of boa bukuru no mama or boa no na in case a man who go abusua ngu. What is it to Abama Bushia be lucid? If you hold your dear, I buy no dear parts in the Jabetimodum, the few genum.
I'll conquer for yes. I said this is here. Could you upon the Ministry of Information food contract or the money here?
Be a sample of Philip behind you. Cry every day. It's over. Sign a book on the air, and it's a say no. Oh, appointment yeah vet won kwa of I vet won yere no monka ho yes mo vet in fact me dey menya kwa let's push for total vetting announce an investigation of the total nuclear family. Obano Irene way ye because Mijidi them say Obia ni wa any papa na to me a bit masano. Obu one way any papa need that. To me no akwanya no nya to exhibit the bond 17 years here. Obu Crawford that. But said obi cover Dubai in Obu was genuinely way any papa. But as usual, she union be or the in terms of our day, in terms of our war, in terms of and I'm gonna be reviews. I said, a boy, dear, who is all doing in a bavetting. Near vetting in our prayer, we have papa now in ya, massa. Was it to me no your poem, no, you didn't equity. Oh, no, you didn't equity appointment, no. And this one I and I in a wire. Takray. Mr. Takray. Takray, you. If you look at the trend of scandals, now the involvement of almost spouses in these scandals, now it really should initiate a different level of conversation as far as the appointment scheme and how we entrust power into people's hands of consent.
Yeah, no, most of you said they put their kids through trauma. Say, I so just imagine, we are not here to judge anybody.
That's right.
But just imagine, we are not pronouncing judgment, so everybody should forgive us if you feel so. Just imagine, like the three couples are on the picture. Then maybe one of them, no one have fallen into the hands of the law, and they are jailed.
And sometimes they are so naive and so greedy, so desperate. Say, they don't think about those things. They think the reckoning day will never come. I'm grown for our area. There was I just said, "Time and be a minimum." I say, "Nana don't go for the with the Chicago shampoo as we go to Kwabena say a chimia. Uncle Kwabena, that's one no boy there. I did okay. So, what have you done? Be in trim. No one is a case here. Now, when he has actually a queen, and it doesn't matter. But a number of these people don't do that. Sebi Angelo cry offer that trade more of a coffee jumo. And I know workers will be no demonstration obeying a day. And when you're not going to be the doctor, so 3 days, do you know what trauma you put your case into? So when you need a crack, say, Papa, needs them who go reviewing as I have said. Now, so what are we, my friend, naive or Montedia Marcia? The only one say, I bet you, my papa. And daddy is not coming home, mommy is not coming home. Auntie, be in the coming days, no, you know, maybe I don't even believe in. Say you go into government to enrich yourself, you go into public service to enrich yourself.
Oh, yes, sir.
They will feel home for so offer. Now, me the money by all the for the Uberia. Did you feel home for so? Say, we feel Takua, what the end of simple.
Come on, me, the way I see penny, you need to know. Maybe some Jimmy freeling to me, Peso be a cow. I tell me, that was fast frozen, and the brain of Zukumwa. Yes, he had to offer. I go to what then is M&A. Also, but sounds are no pass. Any
movie this said issue. I think people should be interested in Omudin. A dino of an uncle board in Nekaka Dubuaheno. Near born in good no say what's me who be diving and then you are in a bad light. So be diving so be for you for this period.
No, but Kabari help me. So you have to say your more appointment at all. You try even would they be a try 20,000 Ghana cedis.
That's right.
Right. You were a whole that's right. It be allowance, traveling allowance, and those little things are there. So you know, say, or you don't hear Juma diligently. At least say, free crime. If I so free man pon a bebo brawa, a radia do marakwa. when you 2 bedrooms be out duty
Sir.
and no my bed
Sir.
What me tria on my school fees. Where do you say one antiko a buying scholarship officer Miss Remo? Me bay minko we are by Ska and says scholarship ni wa Mumma obey ye be. Sir, why ye Jumano D where you were Juma in fear 9, sir. I could sniffy. I'm a mouse air to a swabobra. In the idea where Masum can't you live that life?
We former appointee in President Mahama's first term. Diligent work. Now, contractor people believe in 10% to be. Only I see all I want is a Jumano, a bad legacy for Chinima. A contractor on Tiasia, because baby, I why. At the end of the day, the contractor work say, me was I said that just so your friend was a baby at the Mananago City. Wine, good try just like everyone. Media chow. I know that's or just answer the channel.
Fair.
What that channel?
Fair.
Oh, be oh, my choice I meant 10 bucks.
That's
20 bucks, 15 bucks in that. Oh, Fred Bam, no one your fee. 1 year, 1 city. 1 year, 1 city.
That's all.
Eti wofa we ye ni year ade no the home since so pa be de ebe bro we na mama obi till now omo e born krono ni ade nyina so ma be pacho but be a relationship keke the social capital no awanya no ene o for funds will raise $10 million that we to raise it. Yeah. And you nyina na yesa fans akobo man die mu we even relationship with other people. Obi ohia moabi somebody needed just a helping hand and now say helping hand now man wa be brand wa be defo and to who who him of found people
oh bet me why not
what I say that be of am kura mo be dre nyame guzu shira of am but say oh you say je bi abom pa say ne ba be kesi asena say nyame pagya ejira ba bi na offer say mansion kura na mresi kwa obi ponu na mampon bi ponu ma chewa eso se na miana. And yet, how you relate with people, how you do your job, and all of that. And maybe I can't yes, baby, only an anti do your ears and anti do and why if I come off from here, come madam. I
want to come in and say,
oh, what you need, you
I want to come in, but my men to my at once. Don't you believe, said the kind of wealth that NDC, Rebuna no more bemu, I must say. A threat Emma NDC abaiwe because ebebunu so mo NDC abaiwe mu no omo hu chale amanfo to adan ya wo East Legon amanfo to adan wo Chado no on your metra jo mama abamu no farensa parents anko fie be sre no the pressure from society and the kind of edin be bono emaiwe so da no mu tuba. And you know Bobie. Yeah. So me atu yana me stroma aban we mu mabunu. Se wan hwe ya.
Commander, I'm the America's first mekai. There even with the spouse issues. Sometimes will be there is a couple that's not their intention. But the society and others mawayenti it put pressure on them to also look at same. It is true. Odu baby na yet the bimu to mukra food from London. We were pizza cra or order from London.
Oh,
now I send
Jaisa.
What the motorcade?
Ada MPP.
I'm telling you.
I'm watching breakfast and lunch every morning from London.
From UK.
I'm telling you.
And the motor real airport.
Mr. Friday, I met him Mandendi until somebody under company office.
Wait. I have me one day. Really?
People were doing that.
Really?
People were living large. And people who worked under at the president's office of the president, one man was just Obi wa otu mu boss dey Messi there be 6, Messi 5, Messi 4. Now what about betting now beam? Now 4 years about beko. Then you come boast of 1. And you think your people will not insult you. What be ya pa? Because Sabi obi your appointment what you show good to do. What burn the powder? Because what burn the powder because we need fear ye. You understand? If fear did I pick it. And you might want to win. I pick it. Now pick your mawa. And I be are. Canada don't use na able use. Na mfuma na the one mfum.
Better same.
In sikal. In today. Oh. Commander, some things.
No, but would you say this government? Would you say this government appointees they can control themselves?
They have to. Because then, what is the essence of
Charlie? Uncle Fia, Isle Gondai would be.
Chairman, Kenya, Commander, Kenya, Kade. Sometimes, when you do the right things will pay you back.
It's true.
When you do the right things will pay you back. And I'm a living example of it. There are several people I work for me. Sometimes I don't even remember what I've done for them. Mm-hmm. Sometimes on my birthday, sometimes I receive money from different countries. Because my first job, one of my first jobs, I was bringing international volunteers to Ghana. And most of the volunteers are me supporting one. They've grown to become big people.
Me senior be sending me senior media practitioner be sending me message. Also Bobie, British Airways used to deliver pizza from London regularly.
Okay. Just one became
regularly, yeah.
2, people used to fly the Falcon jet just to go and eat fufu at the popular choba in Kumasi and come back.
It happened. Why are you surprised?
Charlie,
are you surprised? Charlie, now a president who is able to carry a girlfriend in a private jet to Kumasi to no less a person's house than Otumfuo, just to go and entertain himself. What else can't he do? Sewa Bruni Sagano. What else couldn't Akufo-Addo have done? Then what you
Anyway.
Now only how much your friend is saying Gabi has a foreign taste for food. On what better say or we talk Ghana. The details are that Gabi nom Kofi Asante bedi atu nom ni omo yire nom no every afternoon bia no flight a free amanone no eba no omo order aduane a eba.
Wow.
Yes. Omo ni Ghana aduane. And it's still even omuko opposition no oma prepare to say e was see etimi tria say aduane be fra brochire abaga na am yedi.
Where omutua no hifa.
They are continuing with their lifestyle. Why do you think they were stealing the money? They are still continuing with their lifestyle. And tell you, crowd was not making and tell you. And tell you, crowd. And a many countries we see a movie. And tell you, crowd. So they wouldn't maybe I'm more fast.
Yeah.
And you know, a habit. A habit now. This is a very huge topic.
The husband and wife.
Oh, see, when we were discussing nepotism, we were just being on the peripheries of the discussion. Nepotism, no. Akufo-Addo no man e be to say, you know. Akoye say no. Say ya ma yenuanom NDC for me appointees no. Adwena nkono maybe so ahon kwabra. NDC will be worse than MPP because it has become almost like a normal thing to do. Now ready we no cry na say we no cry, and the ability to forgive the ills of society, by this government, would encourage and motivate multiplicity of it. What do I say? Because abai when pennyfo bi ayo madwen say some crimes are forgivable, no. Ebe se binum kutupa amoma ye worse than the MPP did. I'm telling you. But they always forget that the MPP never forgives. Opa dani to me my MPP for ne.
But
Bonia omudi be tria NDC for kano. Bonia like MPP mu a kabeka so we dey say we dey wanyehwe.
But yeah, what is this about? Me ne me yira ko wia, me ne me kuna ko wia. What is it?
Oh, say.
But quick one, let me just touch on a message from a friend. Okay, so this friend is in UK who is just listening to us.
Yeah.
And he sends me a message. I can send you Domino's Pizza.
Yes. That's the name.
From Domino's Pizza. From London via BA flight that will arrive at Kotoka this evening.
That will arrive at Kotoka this evening. Maybe me who be 4 days or 3 days ago. Me who be. Me who be many way who be.
They're doing it.
So let's come back to this. Definitely we will talk about Kofi Juma and those scandals, and we will talk about it. But this issue of your appointing minister as an and your appointing no. Your appointing CEO as a Nira Nani Kunu your appointing no. After the Niamani be or Pana or Pebia Manere.
I will begin.
And this kind of Yakovia boom.
Yeah. May shall see free. The House of God, Church of Pentecost, where suffer your power will sell your software, where you cry or call orientation. Send ye or suffer mammy, a behave as a soft mammy.
I see.
Yes, or call orientation.
It's an obligation. Now come on, no.
It's obligatory. Your hearing must be oriented to know, say, who couldn't Juma and ye Juma. Who couldn't know? Where Juma, I was our year buano. Wo ye ne seso boafo enye ne sofo die no na wo koje microphone akodi sofo na ma no. You are oriented. That is when I was a member of Church of I don't know how many changes because akwana say sorry no
ukoko to kwaja
boku ina say sorry na ma say na sorry I say cathedral
Tete wajai
mejai me gina bontin me tun futuro ngu apmanfo ani say me Church of Pentecost member bi
Nje zo kwa assemblies
me say dan ko bia sorry sisi as of yet unse me ko tabe ho so di nkwa asem na mjai
we any man so
and as I say no me street church oriented person. I have a relationship. Unse me mention that get religious. We are very spiritual with God and that's it. I don't believe in any human being or and that's it. I read my Bible and understand it. The Holy Spirit guides me and that's it. I don't need any human being to indoctrinate me. No, I don't believe
straight
in
up.
Now, Kwabena, from that angle, no, the reason why say a foul software and I say a shell software and who here say ye ma oyere entity ma odini le mu no ebi na eba aban mu hwe Kwabena ebedru baabi on ebedru baabi no minister nwie sika odi be fa na yere so ebi asi wa aban dada anim bebre
ye won komo ni ebubo so
na akoswa sene na atoka no enya ne o but ene no nyankopon adom social media and the news is easy
to access
to circulate
yeah
into no ama is also easy to assimilate enti ama se say no nipa na nkakane no moye nneoma shared in secrecy no eni obiem enunti na I was say we nipa dasani a na woda so tiase a you have to be very careful and it's from me Kenya Obia from the president to the last person. Everyone should be careful because it's very easy to source for information. Can you know? Adi ani e kan o menasipo mu no. Say ni ye jai to her because Obia person first to have broken the news. Am way by Kwabena, how much information don't you have? Maybe for the want of safety, you know. And as I buy a fan wa banti 1 minute. And you know, yeah, two money for no. to Accra from near to Momonefo. A huge topic, like I'm saying, you know, it's a very huge topic. And one day, and a bit more discuss it. A bit more itemize, you know, how people even marry, how politicians marry.
So then I may catch a minion has a. I met a woman organizer, conscious woman organizer, and she told me that the way say politicians know omo ba be mo chene manuma omo empranfo no and omo no ma ba twi no party ni mu no imagine ye mana
imagine say me de me kan wuni me modi ye nka hwe ye general yi say wo ni paninam na wo nim say wo bre so mfa so na panin no ama na kaunya ba bia sie na panin no girlfriend enya a very huge mansion na wo na wo bre ye na e ma panin no kura nya baabi esi ye no ono ni momu no wo de wa ya tantan de wo hwa de ne besi and ya na be ba be se hwemanim na wo ni what am I say oh etino ene MPP crisis yi nyina no as a result of sanioma no edidija o fum nioma de nse nyina fum because wo girlfriends be se du nipa baako waso ma ye gu ne ho so o fa no de asan o we me dia ama ese mpanifo ne nkwara na eko na nkwara ni so so ma nya pani de ko what must say no ni
no but sure I can say me there you see one of the things that are happening there me find that there can the new opeyi binam and you've done so well for the opeyi oh when the my girl on your mouth see so ma e bi mu kra wo pe girls ma won penifo na watch on how I want this come
never penny na who say we guy
the girls really just come out because me yes can I be busy on farm
me say am first start pimping conform nya no
so they do that so that they can also get their cut
ade eyo because na ade we see anya no
Cambodia process here the other side
you know I was saying careful I was saying there are pleasures of life like Kabori rightly said how many times haven't you done things for free for people and later after you have even forgotten about what you did for them na obi afro maybe ubua mi we dey na dey me say kakra bi o e bi okura sa time na odi ade ne ba no wani na kara like my boy at the insurance firm me say nye ono na ahoyehi abre mu na nko so masene akwara na me ye foolish in the streets obi a ni maami ewu ni papa ewu me na me de na akotena brochire me ya na me say for passport ma me eno kra no ni passport ye ko gina ko dwantwi so no ye passport ma no de ko ye after several years some office they say Kwabena office on the sorry into akwa hear me sana we dey coincidentally me gina akwa ne hu ye momo me hu ani say Ben C class we see ya chese wa be bam me someone who had just completed university he had nobody even the last sika odiko trials and all exams no I had to cough it oni opia today baby o gina no and there be hey maybe could have text it or show and this is somebody and you know and Kameno 77 can be useless and he has shown gratitude to the core etenya dia wo fum no na mo no kra ya mu fan sua nyansa say how many times na one fum how many times na wo kra fum a fum ye no we ni ho de because
and the point is
then na betimi this can I
wa ba be mu da eko woko e no
wan sua nyansa
o ye no ato no trese nya de obesesa nya dodo obesesa
woko ya no mo ba no mesi usu no mo gi ni nyina
so
just say ukra na do nsa.
So just do it right in life. Just do it right, and you are safe. Anyway, that's it. Live Accra100.5 Citizen Show, and we are going to discuss. And now I say a peke in your penny Kofi Juma on issues about Giok. I've heard some of the figures, and yes, but Odwene ho a wonte ase. Odwene ho a wonte ase. Dubai issues still pending. We are looking at Hanan. A buffer stock also a new issue on the table, and I learned with the coming days, no, and Akwado was say I have that also, yeah, I have that also, and two, what we have heard is that the foreign security agencies collaborating with Yoko, BNI and other security agents, they are closing in on Kenoforiata. Yeah, I have heard it, that they are closing in. They are very, very close. So let's hope and see how July will go. But I'll be back. Stay tuned.
Yes, Sasinabo, Yasaba, Afizi, Obiaba Tomato Assassin, and Sasa, nobody the foam, unknown na Benji Estate and Investment Limited, Okofaba, was a Bragana for Nara, and Sasa, Langat Sam for Sembirenu, Atoya, within 2 weeks, Naya Young Pepes, near Zama, Sasa Papa Gugu Baby today, Tropoli, Apo City,
Central University near B5 off the Flower Road, Shy Hills, Afienyato Estate,
and Nambiambia Bebre, in Sunan Kania, are available. Yes, Assassin. Oil litigation free and not secure. At Tonsasina, not 2 weeks. Ya won't crata near Zamo.
Aha, Miatova, Mr. Coque, Nella Nibanio Dinafle, Yikanya de Kamalongo, Langa de Nyade Kamalongoa, Kejababana Dota de Benji Estate and Investment Limited, a Fimania Anibanyo Kata Dume.
But Muslim Kanwe, not Jersey, not for one main office. Our Tama Community 25, opposite DPS International School Junction, off Accra100 Road, Fresh.
0555-229-909 Anna 0248-780887.
Benji Estate and Investment Limited. And Sasi for. Hey, say dear Mako who our Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me who credit me. Say enunti no manya award wa. Eya world best. Obian transe Emma Dumpem ya de. Ka say anase boya de enkan to dem bio.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Esa nyarwan te say ne ekuro etu no. Ne enka ewo nanum. Oba na be mo pa wo. Ene enyarwan kaye.
Nansi ama me ka say ene spinal cord ho eka ye no. Greenfield adaromenti ene wasa so le gina na so ebiem.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Ewo ultra modern laboratory and a diagnostic machine sa ehhehye ni pedua ni mu ankasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic ewo Nungwa Dogon Estate Junction last stop Frewa 0243-983-906 and 0261-651-898.
Greenfield,
God is our healer.
Greenfield,
your last stop.
Sada obotitri Afrigana apomoden aseye ekode amanfo nyina wo Mpos yade aba anka ne efre se monkey pox ehun
Mpos free Mpos mowa numu na etumi free mowa mu ko nipa mu saa nso na efri nipa mu ko nipa mu saa yare ebetimi aba okamu ntitiem ana se wode wo ho akoka abo a wo saa yare bi ana ne hunsuo account saa yare ebetimi afri onipa saa yare bi wo no ho akọ afoforo so abra ye kasa na ye ho ntasuo begu afoforo so ana wo home wo bowa wo wensen ana wo ben obi asa mowa ne nsa bi wo ne ho eba ne enemu anofie ne se wode wano aben obi a wo yare mowa yi bi ebiom ebetimi atre abra wa ben obi a owo bie niam bi ti se adaso ntoma ntade bodoba afen brush ana se niam ahodo a ye de suso tirim Mpos yare ebetimi afiri opemfo so asan ne ba wonya wo no nsenkyere ni ahodo ebema wahu se Mpos yare wanya bi eye nsansan begu anim wonsam wonam bebo ntokro wano uminim wani afenso abunu tipaye awo ahono unompem ena afenso wechikasei ebetimi ayoya
kwan ahodo ya fa so abo Mpos no ban eni kwan se ye ben obi a oyade emo awo abowuo anampo se omo enam ene wo mo ho ensuo saa enso so na wo se wonu amojanam a ewo se wonu amane bini yie ansa ne wodi eni enuane am wa mo wade wano akeka eni kwan se ye ben obi a obie ena afenso ni kwan se woni ama wode ndi wonjuma no ye ne wo mo che edidi yenjuma titiri no wona ensanchene de de se Mpos yade no wo obie woro wonsa Sa e won so tena se abra ode seminar atoso ebra no bra no ana sempo se ubetime de eye sanitizer afefa won sa e wo se ebra no bra no ba bia yeta so no ye de nsuo ne seminar eta awohoro honom ye pa otutu se wo no obi anya nkutahudie a nipa no wo sa yade no mwa no ebia entem ada ko apomoden akachi bia de benwo na yemwa wo sankratuo yi Ghana apomoden asoye veterinary service department USAID ene aboafo ene na won so a yensa kan ye
Ewra me pa cho bra na me hwa de wo bag
Bra aden enen so biem
Hey time heba me hye ya me ka se yi ba kwin ane wayi me yensen
Bra sanya time heba me hya esia gyemi ni me fiefo enya de abaako ebeso yen
we de udi se ofa ni nyina
time heba me hya me ka se me di won dance ya heaven ene de mekwa akopie enti se malaria we draw ne time heba mixture
enye enunku o de nanum ato a wontimi anidie no time heba mixture duro no ene ye ma o oba a wafa afuro de o ma akwada nofo ene akwada woni mfie dumienu entimi num aduro yi bi se obeto aduro yi bi anoma hwe se wakọ hospital anase lab ama yehu se wo 3D malaria yi bi ansa se o petam heba mixture enu dudu atu a fo ani kire KNG Herbal Center ewo Emrom Abidjan House ana ba ko so wo atonsu Monaco Junction
eno echi obenya bi atowo over the counter
yewu hia ne wo Ghana card ehwa na wo nsaka usika na se we obi a we wa wadwuma wo pese wo tremu ana se we adwumani a wo tibosomi aketua ene bill se bray na beji loan wo mfa bibia sia wo collateral ana se deposit wo hia mu bia enti afidie bill se si obi a wo ni adwuma bia ye wo betumi abeji loan don kominu bi na se wo tena fie na wo enya sika no bi dia eye wow Ain't for bills to say it was 0596-920-833 and 0302-200-390. Now what's to me your bills? Name ain't you say Accra100. Bank of Ghana and Sasha Bills microcredit in Shishayase. Bills financing your needs.
Salute! Hey! When we send your police in your draw, Imbusaba Mesa Amama Huaden.
Refuse to grow. Any offense will be count.
And what day immune system or Yankopon, and you're ready Pediamus Samoya Hubano, and Nasa Wunum Imbusaba Mesa, a Peja immune system Nabribia. Ya Yarientimu. Sasa dear, a month for the one, the Imbusaba Mesa, Drodon dance yes, and Yarwa who ran Nipa and Yina Etimi Banaso. Any Yarwa Cassian Kaya Wutini D and a home car. No, you want suing in no, a boy who buy every home. And now one pa, one Yarwana dada, no monum doctor in Rono, and num imbusaba Messanoa, and more who are deep in tea. Ya womuntim pose, Yaria Esiomo. Imbusaba Messa, a walk Kaisi, and you may move bia your tone in row. At 0246 20 84 96. FDA, Ashisha said, Jody and Crack to Maja to Musay.
Oh, Brokwentu, Jisuma me say ye canning him. A yampa, a braboy say a poisson, a toda, a nitty womb, or serial womb, a real womb, or sue womb. Now, Sudani Denina, when it does so be say, ye bidding Kunimo braboy boom, and Utina Shia me, and Diana this year, Nanabra Hinewa, Wukwada way, and Wukwada Bia, Ewo Accra100.5 FM. Nayamfa Brabomun Sem and Bro, Shano so say, meaning Yan Sabwakwa, Nana was Saji for Kosifori, Dodona friend King Solomon II, Obe Rosusumu Susumu, Naniema Ehintano, Obe Dana Didiachro. Oh, Brokwentu. Jisuba me say ye kaninia yenim Shannon so 8:30 p.m. every Wednesday pia near Tnasi near Sinkonya near Dosuko near Diabrabono atu ye Brokwentu Jisuba me say ye kaninia yenim
Give us P capsules. A memory. Manum bia ye benmemua. Kani metutu ya na minkuma boa sese de. Betu esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules.
Give it to me, baby.
Give us core capsules so eh.
E mane meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amama nya yem timotete wo mo no. Yedru no no. Manum bi amama de me ho.
Give us core capsules.
I give it to you, baby. You give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Give us in no. Amen
Ejia bebusiemu papa. Give us P capsules. Meme wadi infedu watwede kronkwa na efa. Give us core capsules. Apemfo abata one more menufo ne nkwada wo ne infedu mienu nka ho. E wo drosto bia motofonko Give us Herbal Center. Teshi Mobile. And na Teshi Eduami. Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 68
FDA ahwehwɛ saa ejedi nkrato yi mu agye ato mu sɛ ɛyɛ
Wabatele Accra FM ya mami.
My main car was a year Tontina 74.
Biansa, Berma Bemeti Garafru Kube Puntimpunasi Sokode, no Wakachra Katabin say you, what you can sing. Kwabena, Kaja Gumamianko.
Wabatele Accra FM ya mami.
All right, so Ato, let me start with you. Issues about a year fighting corruption. So you have the faces of Dubois here, Hanan is here, Christopher Kumfi, Chief Director Kenoforiata, and now our own uncle Kofi Juma. You know Kofi Juma, needless to say, I offer. So I know Shikakra, Naja. What can I say and what can I say? What can I say and what can I say? So, but I learned say. E won ne di animu ba no enema ba no doso enema ba no doso. However, there is this conversation on the street. Oh, achichi na adoso mun prosecute omo say no nkoma e wo street ntine ye di hu nkomo no e bia mo de mo nim de you can explain things better for the people on the street to know that okay, so here is the situation. But I said there is some sort of hurrying people say more fast. Where you know, yes, say, oh, but tetra, what they go come, be, you know, and that is it. I told my shashing through, so yanko.
Commander, Makade, even though I understand the wheels of justice run slowly, however, me feel there we need some agency. Into another platform, I had requested the Attorney General should seek clearance now or extend contracts for more attorneys. Now one prosecute. You know they also. If you're the Attorney General office now, the staff there, they will be overwhelmed.
Like how?
Say, Juma, the wapa, the way you would mean, it will be overwhelming for the office of the Attorney General and their staff because they are under resourced.
I see.
So they need more investigators.
You know for a fact,
they need
or
more.
You are just.
I'm setting it on a fact. Office of the Attorney General, they are always under resourced. They don't have a lot of investigators. They don't have a lot of lawyers that will help them. You understand? So they need that clearance to get more people, even just on contract, to execute the work at hand. And some of them, you need certain prosecutors with certain specialized skill to deal with it. Because you see, some of the corona or a smart chronobo. Until you also need to change your tactics because they also know what is in the office of the Attorney General. They know. I mean, some of the staff who are there have been there for years. And they know that if that is the style they are going to use there, then they can go scot-free. They are aware. So for me, I think that is that part, you know, is what is lacking. Because if, and I'm sure because of the wisdom of Dr. Yini and Stremstry, they would want the Yemeni Biwa Wangasa, we will make sure there, kofi. And you will need the best of work done before it gets to your desk. Alright, the back and forth alone within your office will take a longer time. So, one of the things that I mean, sure the one mama maybe is not going the way it's going is because of what I've just said. Number 2, important there. These things should be dealt with. Alright, the man, about the appetite for people to bring their spouses and they were more corrupt, you know, or be infected be and these current appointees will also grow their appetite because when they realize that it will grow that appetite for them to also do same. Because if yesterday somebody did it, now then why can't I do it? After all, the Chief Justice, the suspended Chief Justice have shown us that since there was some court, about to my press conference, now appeal to the sensibilities of general public. So we introduce a new concept. People can be adopting tomorrow.
Send me what court to that may press conference.
Exactly. So for me, I am saying that it is important we deal with some of these things as quickly as possible. No. And you see, them yodom. I mean, what should be now? There is a demonstration. A press conference. I mean, these people have done more press conferences than normal in Parliament. One numbers are all Parliament. Press conference are why and one numbers are winning Parliament. So they can go ahead and do testing mic 1 2. They can go ahead. But the general public, you see, this time around, normally, say government BBA, you could see that the sentiment of the general public looks that we are not happy with what you are doing. But the general public sentiment these days is that prosecute them.
Yeah.
So government has no option to go that line. Because if this government will fail or succeed, it depends on some of these things. Because it's becoming one too many. And we saw it there. When Ghanaians were going through pain, people were enjoying. People were really enjoying. If you sasa roa nkofo ato if the costs the amount they bought it for now, then it will make sense for somebody to tell you there. Even the exchange rate, it was engineered for a specific cost. Exchange rate, no dollar, no aquasor. There is these things, some of it was also engineered for specific things. Because most of them have gone into real estate. It is kind of way in the Sikabi de one ya fiden wenya. E kada enje dan mpa obedeba ma.
Wenya ne mfa so.
Obi ko de den na odako ji loan baby. No all the year na ejuma fufor. Nti kada o den ya o si den na o de den ma mo. Ade o hwehwe no de nya. Ibi no be odi NSS for the kwaji loan. Until the time you tackle the main issue, also or the back. The other interesting when you call, then that's why I'm saying there. Don't only go after the loot, but go after the interest of the loot. The interest accrued from the loot. We should go after that as well.
But Angato, I think we have heard the Attorney General and other security agencies, and even I think the OSP office can be. Oh, my retrievals be. Also, my retrievals be. President is so can be say, oh my retrievals. Then even on mention, forest or me are reclaiming. Then, but why don't they put those figures out? That as soon as you far away, fine. You don't want to mention the person. But we need to know. What is wrong with mentioning the person? Okay, and I'm going to say whether who argues for and against me, I don't have any problem. Right? But my position is that mention the person. That is my position. They claim, I'm going to call security school of Russia, Yankobi. Indeed, omuna mini yesi ebodi no Burkina betimi etu akọ hwitogo na togo ko hwini jemu inti ati ase say anya won enum ne kọ but at least they should tell us that look, after 6 months doing this whatever yet me retrieve ade we everywhere ho we ni asizi. I mean Ansah no Omo don't be court room, Omo check the court proceedings I say. And it seems people want to hear what is happening.
And it's true. I mean, transparency is key. From there, even if you want to enter into pre-bargaining, maybe as part of the pre-bargaining conditions in there, don't disclose my identity. Or don't disclose A, B, and C. Because it has not gone through trial. Because A, B has a full trial, not kodo. Only the person's identity will be known. So, for instance, since Edu Buayin, if he decides to go into pre-bargaining, we already know that Edu Buayin is going through this. So then it's easy to know. Bobie Wawa, I don't know one body in a crown and now waba. The Bobie, Mr. Macau Rai, and Shama Bodumodu. No crying for phoning or your bands and I'm afraid. Indeed, Munjamadi, but Mr. Remo, but I don't know into Mumbumidi. So sometimes that is the difference. There are ones that you go after them.
But say no. Say this is so maybe I me for $1 million. You eja so eja to mona mo abem $1 million na me fire. We dem sremo. Monye mamu momidi.
Ebe dey you say sana.
Na there you na eja so we ne anka to so say eya bo mu ade no. Oma Wi-Fi $500,000. Ebe na ye citizens na hu say obi wi a 1 million no de aba no de eba e no so no ye de akere.
That is a danger, and that's what I'm saying. That's the transparency sake.
I mean that Sadia na in this you know I have a problem.
That is the transparency issue.
Seriously, I have a problem.
Needs to be tackled because if you feel there, your body since I want to encourage others and more ones who forward them back. At least declare what they brought
exactly,
and where probably it was taken from, and let people do their own deductions. Because right, the man, you see, the problem we are going to create for ourselves in there, then people will hide behind that and do things, get on and they will enrich themselves out of it.
Yes,
and bring whatever it is now. You can easily tell that this is where I took it. Or the one baba because if you have phone here, me phone you have one me photography. Videography, the product my year, but whatever it is in my sense of that bro, the father I brought back the phone does not mean I've not benefited from that phone. So I agree that transparency around these things and it should be clear. And like I'm saying, we are going into the era of disorder. Because Ochina Sabain from once more Fabia. Them the Otter the man so not to say. The way I treated you, Massa, Mosomeba, Navosoroqua, I'll do same and you should treat me same. That is what we should be running away from.
because it's very dangerous. Like we are saying, if I brought something that way in me fay, medaba or me fa car, mezaba into Nsiwara, it is very different. That style is very, very different. And who so declares and which of the offices? Because AB Krampuna, it's not going to Attorney General's office. Let's say the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. Somebody who was a staff there went home with government vehicle into the other back. How is that recorded?
And this what the banners will be so one this year, more five better. So obi okay, pre bargaining. Osibaba, Yankasa, made me $1 million, Mediaba. Sir, more announcement like a $500,000.
Bargaining should go through trial. If it's not like I don't mean to work again, I'm a it's a different thing altogether.
With pre-bargaining, it can be so okay. Medi baba. In punishment, if you're doing that, when you're 5 mommy.
Exactly.
What do you say? Yeah. But me position here whereby ya Jessica no. Yes, Yanka. Because Oman Abeka so more retrieve this can be.
Exactly.
Oman Beka. Say him. Some Beka so ebia what yaje $500,000 every Bobie wa. Ebe force me Bobie so Mabeka so mo bua me $1 million. Now my transparency no I clear.
Exactly.
But say you know why you go say o ma retrieve this can be. Oh why office we so ma retrieve this can be. Sika mo retrieve free say na he for mo de akwa to the dey na dey here.
I think that some of the journalists that attend these press conferences can do us such honors as well, because some of the questions
but they ask them omo new omo no
why,
and that is what we
then we should probe it.
Yeah, we should probe it because seriously,
because it's kind of on your one personal money.
Yeah, one thing about this government,
it's got to do with the state, so it needs to be open, and we have frank conversations about this, because like we are saying, that is the mark of transparency. It's not just about saying somebody has brought money.
No,
you have to state exactly how much has been brought.
So there is another school of thought who also believes since it's an ongoing exercise,
I said it earlier,
you might declare today and nobody will go for a figure to say no, you say now we can't say yeah, the way we be now. So why don't we get to the conclusion part? We know how much we've retrieved in all of that, and then we know how much a Yentima retrieve, how much a Nipano Samrana Buabon or so that we don't get discrepancies in the figures we put out there. Because
I think you're missing the point. Listen, you can earlier, and I think I said it earlier. The Ebikrana, for me, I think more is about if list over the Nediaba, now me cobalt list over the 500 Ghana cedis out of 1 million Abba. Answer free. Because even though yes, because if I'm not done, you have taken $45 million. You brought $100 million, $10 million now, and I declare that so far out of $45 million, you brought $10 million. At the end of the day, that's a info being back.
You got the 45. You got about it. The 45.
That's the point you're
public
making.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Oh, what about you? I can't say because your money is sick.
That's right.
Yeah, Jessica. Yeah, Jiadi.
Yes.
And you keep $10 million now, Mamo. Or see, oh, yeah, a year 25 now, cano. A home run say, obey them, your move. So, I mean,
I'm in 6 months.
Yes.
To pay.
Yes.
You understand?
Why? At Wesian, I mean, everything was coming to public. You are in him scared, yes, won't you? Any day can so because look, any say only say on country ya. Don't announce say what retrieve baby. Na twan na conclude investigations no be catch oh ye wi ani nyina no.
This what?
Ye chi Bobie no. Bobie de $1 million.
I think that works.
And all the other.
Hinting no more.
Don't so don't tell us.
You see, the other aspect of it, and then I'm making the obiso or food there. If you come and say it there, the me imp or the BB the mapper, maybe I also want to bring something. But because you mentioned the name, I'm not comfortable. Because me the number out. Let's say I have intention that maybe a BB I want to bring it. Mine has not come out. You've not even come to me. But I'm thinking in my head, it might get to my turn. I don't know. So let me come. But because I heard that you started mentioning people because they came to you, Nunti,
I would say let me wait. So that is why probably people are saying, okay, don't mention.
I got
you understand? But that is the danger aspect.
No, I got to. If you wait, darkness will come and meet you.
That's it.
If you come, darkness will still catch up with you. No, so what from Kwana and credit? So here we are with accountability. But you got a CID boss on a Kofi Juma issues Kakrebia Akoso. Young Bona ENT a CID boss quickly, but Ogusu or Mugusu or more Flexi and Listo, you can start with your analysis on all these things happen. We have so many cases on our hands.
Maxwell Kofi Juma was arrested based on a complaint that was or a petition that was submitted to us by the Gehok Distilleries Company Limited. We received a petition to the effect that some vehicles which were the property of that company had been stolen by the said Maxwell Kofi Juma. Warrants for arrest was properly secured, and that was the basis for which he was arrested, and he's in our custody at the CID headquarters and is assisting with investigation. I must mention that as at this afternoon, we have retrieved 3 vehicles. So the said vehicles that were stolen by him have been retrieved. So he's really assisting us with the investigation, and then we will take it up from there. Yes, thank you. Maxwell Kofi Juma was arrested based on a complaint that was, or a petition that was submitted to us by the Gehok Distilleries Company Limited. We received a petition to the effect that some vehicles which were the property of that company had been stolen by the said Maxwell Kofi Juma. Warrants for arrest was properly secured.
What the more uncles did it?
Of our home.
I'm in fact,
Yabozi. Yabozi. The man yet.
When you were hard, in fact, when you're tsunami, mention tea for ne minion mabidra for. Na memoir basus ne edumasun away. Kwara. Say drain you and I say we and you say ya the pumping pima or mutie casafidi iniano and tea so who say utie no so no e be ya tamfo ne be ya dofo ti mechia ya dofo ne ya tamfo nyina na the tiani say Kwabra ewiase sebi preduasa emre ye ninkaso enti se o di mre ene tumia eyama sa ade ne na watiko abribia ehun se eye osuma adwa ena hoteso sebi enye abenwa yetena so se sebi yewura krobias ayefia santi kotokode bi ohinbodi amamuso nye sebi efia kunwa bi na obi anya awodie nti abribia no de yedi tumi not power authority eye bia no eya na ewose ema sebi saade ne da yetiko kwara emre bi baya sebi na eden se Ghana for kura betimi agye atum say there could be a day without a scandal, and enyoma ekufo do nom di o my way afaso no ade a na me ma adwene misusu se nke be boa pa anke be the easiest route say ye de betimi retrieve sika anasi betimi de identify how much losses we have made as a country. No me ma adwene mo ene se nenka me de ma adwene me se nke yenye a national audit of abanda dano from 2017 January to 2025 January. Na accruals a omo make ye nyina no yen kan nyina mom se sika sei ena fi se Akufo-Addo bedi mampani waje wo busia mu waje wo ye fanwo a yetuo mu waje ewo fanekwa sika ye frɛ ne grant waje ewo toagege a sebi free 2017 to 2025 se sika ni nyina ye de kogu one basket mu se na ya itemize ne se Akufo-Addo ba ye obo besia ebia 1 cedi oje eto 2 cedis oyo fanwo sika eno so oje 3 cedis sika eye famekwa grant oje ebia 2 pesos ye se sika ni nyina awia na Ghana fo ehu se sika sei ana omo ekodi omo nsem ewe yedim including IMF sika ni nyina uwia as a responsible government to asema making now fe one narrow it down to enyuma omudi sika na ye ehun kuntabu nti bia o se o medisika ekoma school feeding said me be tie se wo kan school feeding asemi adambo oti ase sebi edua ananse adi ewo no tekuma ntena se ntonko se o ya aban mu nipa na wadwene yi adwuma na se wo kra sebi wo ye party ba na wadwene yi adwuma ade a ye betena studio ha kan se MPP fo aya enye no enkoye bi ukoye bi a wo Jimmy MPP ni no because wo no you haven't learned any lesson from there ye kan na no as a what Jimmy no first food here onye food na second food na be food but we know ya adwen then we narrow it down to the capital projects the ex-wal regime no eye na fe ye ma quantity surveyors akọ field akọ quantify am ye hu say okay edan ya omuso omusi wa hai even say they che omo krampo na say ye si ni sa dan ni na sika say na be spend to build that edan no nti abasa na auditors ye adwuma you can conclude say sika Akufo-Addo ji ye no eye 100 cedis na emu 10 cedis die ye betimi aka say om dia ye o man na adwuma na 90 cedis die akọ eno ni first cardinal ade a ye betimi ehu say o man ni sika say na wo mo ho nti we ni ye kwa hwehwe kwabra be ne nipa bebre nya adwen say ye nima de ayira enso ye hwehwe enti say dey na mo hwehwe eno na ye anama make say politicians try to play on the intelligence of the Ghanaian. What must I say? For example, say Fanny say abaya so ye te say gapuha de wako dia de no e wo so obu nkonta from 2017 to 2025 January de obeto ye esinto a ewo figures mu ne osusu se ayira na fe odi ama aban aso ya omo ye hwehwemu o ti ase na se kitani jame ene ye pam kwaku manu ade a chia ye pam Ansah Ansah crowd we are 540 million Ghana cedis
uni ba ku bi kura ya na ya wo ma ya o wa na bia si obi a woda no once me ba sika $200 million ayira e wo bi ho
and you know,
these
are things that so and no crowd Kwabena we why are so me who say be this amount of money ayira
no
but if I bind that anu nipa no so ti ho no say nyina ya won ko chirim
they don't tell us say e bi ayira so oh yes say ayira see Accra100 bi ayira a citizen show team for nkwa na e adwuma wa ha. The person must be specific. Me buy no. Sika say like yenu aginapo and ECG. ECG $500 million e ka bi da ho. Na me buy am hwehwe mu me hu se e fra akwa bi nwo. Wono na ono ye chief director. And on Atamanto. You give us a clear picture. You understand? Say do big now for 500 no ko. Say chief director e fa ko ye. say akwa be so na fire man see here even for us to know so that we get a solution say nya nipa na wi aye na ehun say samanfo a ni akofa samanfo body gas abegina ho that's all
nti eno ne first thing I me susue say ho no yesi ye di omo a aban apa omo nyina se ye di omo gu nsani ani akarikari a minister wetimi aye sankuntabu na kire Ghana for ye oroku jeto ablakwa maybe because he was doing that in opposition
anyway
and he needed to justify it by also exposing the rods where
maybe he was chairman of Ora.
Okay, maybe because of that he has some expertise.
First-hand information.
But, I mean, it should have been part of the orientation process to get the citizens to know. Say, namo tia bonteno, namo say, enyoma say ato sini, krono say yakoso, moba bemu no muhu ne sign. Communication wise, it's good to let the people know.
Let the people know.
And until one said, I say, my starting Ghana must know.
Yeah.
It's part of my series. I mean, media to me also. Say, me ya boa by ne keke. Me nye kapre.
O your mind papa.
Your mind papa.
O your mind papa. O your mind slow.
Amen.
That series. Ghana
that was. Oh. Now to
program now to
the substantives. To the substantives. Nipa ya Kwabena di omumfonyi to kasamfonyi su ya amansan hu omu me sha ase afiri de ne nam ho apa so sesi a owura Kofi Dwuma o se si na Kofi Dwuma de onye obi a sebio ye ne kon na krana je se omu ba aban mu ba kono Kofo de ne de ne ye ne na emre bi em se senior koya ade bi ma omampani Kofo etu ni sen kakra okm wo be kaya
yeah
sabre no na et studio ana ezi Kofi aye ade bi na ese eja ya no freba studio Kumasi for timi mam Guinness no mo ansa no mo se me ye
adwuma
na eno ma o ma bu fu se Kofi pa na kasa fin wa ka santimem na kasa sa eno yi no de mama part by enti no I think say Kofi were certain exuberance bi a wanyini but adwene no aye mofra adwene I was say ofatimi hu sesese no nyini no was say pani to sa me konkola diem ka we no nke ya betina he na nka oba Kwabena na yebe ka na asem oti ase enye wo papa panimu a wo no sabio wa ba obra Kofi should not be the person chasing after cars
o de kaede
Kofi I mean na Kofi Dwuma de anya bia kra po no sebi wo de enka wo de wo kra wo ni hwe kra no enye wo ba ku bia wo de danda wo
kosuchire wase
enti no ma dwe ye me se
ka kosuchire wase kra
ai wase so ho ske is mo bia aka now asiwa ma okra anka de fa betu bedwem wo so de wa no de enche na atifri na sese ya wakofa ka ya sanwi and there are criminal elements too sadie na wo ye no and I think say maybe the government can forgive
I think there are other issues
related to
that has to do with
40,000 and say
maybe
I also be play bargaining na buy the channel say eja aban the for free government you know bia omo de be cheche saa na ne nyina no abawie oti ase but I was obi ahu say morally no wrong and legally so say wrong say wo ba be somo man I say de na omo kan wa bonten no nye no no mbe ye se ne de bia ne e kan immediately ye be ma wo to me bi ana say bia di bia bi se fa koye oman adwuma no e wo se wo de hye wa adwen mu se osom na wo kosom oti ase enti no matini video bi na e na nka mi kura nka o se ke de bi koko board na say we no kura no gi koko yi no e mambisa
atufo bo
ese na chese enka o se fata bibi ke se chen sa
thank you
enti na bibi ya nka ono se nka onya e chen de onya yi no enu mpo no de entase fefa kasi na ne chese ke de ne ko ba bi a sika kese e wudi a nka by now no kesika nka enwuna fa ne sase nke yentimi kura hwehwe ene ehu enti no me de I will name him and shame him say ye ofa Kofi Dwuma wa anya de wagu ne ho anim ase agu abusu anim ase ama se ye nyina ye na ma ne efere en free na ne nansa me sim trase behwe course
behwe as comments
ai wo fa
obi mo de mo fa no mo de
obi anye
se si ado ma fa bi
ana se fragadam no eja obi wo fa o no mo signature part to say was sign wagadre o fa sign wagadre as the signature you know I didn't know me as a ye no aso ne boa enti ensu o fa no enti no ne one Kwabena do boy. Oh say edu baby I am person me busa me ho say for what shall it profit a man when he gains the whole world and loses his soul? This is supposed to be obi a preachy I was sorry them me boa. Na Kwabena say obi a ode obremu nsem tu ni padomfo no. Say ne bra nya eya na me di ya was anyo mani bi ho because Kwabena
Bobie secretary
say o be jina sorry enim say Bobie secretary ni secretary you are able to tell say at least you must if not anything follow the tracks of your father or your parents. Obi a oni madubu ahi bia no sabi o ye betimi aka enioma ba ko mienu a Professor Dubu ahi eye ni sinto Kwabena chrono de e ka betimi asan opportunity e wom se wo sam nioma bia utimi se di kakeka bi wo ne bremu na so chrono pa se ye say ye ka se Edubu ahi akobo chrono no ne papa no eya na emu orem kakra say ebetimi abasa even though mintimi sign it entirely you say enchena amanfo ayi obi fa the ababedwam enti no se wo hwe say ye say Edubu ahi ba ko chance Edubu ahi okowi esika ene no ho sensem ye be hwehwem ye be hwehwem. That's what I hear.
No, this Edubu ahi guy of the area.
That's what they tell me.
On MPP Edubu ahi. I know his mother.
Which one?
National Security Edubu ahi.
I
know his mother.
Okay, so it's a different breed. From
okay. Edubu ahi we free. I am so for my area, baby.
Oh, sir.
No, man, no NCA. No, man, me go NCA. So, man,
because Kwabena, I have always been thinking about it.
No. So, my man, fan was an IT person NCA. And Sana to true a honor.
I say, I mean, let me pay the dead some tribute.
Yeah.
Say, I mean, because I've been bothered about it. Say, Papa na muno dear, and it's good. Say, only related to him. Yeah. Now, but the other one is that so?
Edubu ahi there or a link to MPP Edubu ahi.
Okay. Yeah. So I was bothered because where Edubu ahi, but Papa is so.
Where national security guy Edubu ahi no. Edu.
Hyphen Buahi. Okay. But is that the other one too not same?
No,
okay,
it's
okay,
not
but we'll check it. So Kwabena and only a one. Now we are no free wa. The investigative bodies, no, Ajuma or Mobon. Kwabena, they are up to the task. Oh, like they say the wheels of justice grinds slowly.
Yeah.
So is it. And dia ubetimi aye speedily. Sometimes it brings about injustice. Because ebi ensem no ebi yo you need to further dig to ascertain the veracity or otherwise of it. Now why hwe na o de mampamrika yate say to say they may better na make ya will correct me. All along I had that impression say a family in a unit omo ebo krono ahye omo papa ani wo what you say but I feel say we chim And you know, sometimes we need to dig deeper than we have seen. And you know, so far, no, I will give them about 60%. And nipa metimia kase me bonabaso se pa wo ye adwuma no e ye owura remuacha. And diligently so, I think because of his background with investigative journalism, no, Abuanama, he is able to connect the dots easily. Oh, who say adwuma bi wo ha obi wo ha wo share da nya bi da. What I say, entino say odeni ko gina ekono say onko ekono a you are able to tell say oh nipa no ebia wo wodin but oni ahonkeka ye de yes adwuma no. But largely no o ma ye adwuma. The only thing to a emma madwe ye me say emwa wa ban we mu no. Enye ne fault, enye aban ne fault. Kwabena can say na first na me can where the be scandal fatigue. The crimes are many than the expert can dig. The crimes are so many because people back go find the sort need see what now we can say more. But you can use more than 2-3 months doing one investigation. And then confirm almost said that year, my dream say, "Omba bonnet your mind." It's no bonnet no medino. It will take more than 2 decades to unravel all. Even with the speed. Now, to say right, you need the legal gurus, no, the brains that are working, you know, because we ora you need ora same side. Kwabena sani pa mienu, their expertise in the law and small. And you know, almost some person, I want to hit rock. Na afebe to say, yakwa any crano, ya twadena boyanim. Say assembly where we na modiaba. What you are saying, you know, they are even making sure say they do prior adjudications out of court before they go to court. Say assembly yakwa. Chances are that the judge may ask ABC, so why don't we find ABC or solutions to ABC before we get there, so that in case the judge even asks, it will not be a criminal prosecution. It's not a civil prosecution. Criminal prosecution, so you have a jury all the time listening to your claims and your assertions and all that. And you know, me the imagine me say, yeah, the enke kayan kwa enka ya swanko fo bebre do ma kogun sawem. Sana me aka me kwa kame enka me. E kame kwa ka joma ma ban kwa nkonye ni soja ban na enka ne peja wa tribunal ade atia ye di wasem konsawem enfie wo ha. Obeba na osi nyina tutu na obedi hoho. Sana ke but ya choose democracy over, I mean, buga. Entino diaba no. Eti enya nkakra akra sa. Just that they should add some form of seriousness. A broad yomu ye a bit. The yomu ye menka so munye serious. They are serious, but they should add some form of ahonkekano agency. I think the word is agency. Now Ghana for the way omadwuma na ekono e wano.
All right, thank you. Kabori, so we have been discussing all these issues about a bit dealing with Homo Mafa Yesika. However, one issue on the street, and MC I wanna unialiso the baby. People feel like and you make slow. I don't know question. There are other places they want the government to look at. He's not looking at it. Meaning, what a term community. You are a communicator for the party.
I mean, that's the na initiative. In fact, Accra100 Munti and initiative. I'm more for Accra100 and I was so. In fact, at some point, yeah, na Accra100 Sebi, it descended him no na. Sometimes we attempted to have that feeling. Say I say Niema ya slow, Niema ya catch, Niema ya check. But I believe say the dampening can say a bache wa daya na who see ohwe said ye akufu ado ne gofro damene ne ngrofo begu ho anim asemfie nwotwe wasting amount for time me bra peni me papa laji se do agungo ne homo mo keka ho fie nwotwe back and forth sa anya danse bi amfa mo bi na wiwi ase no ko yedim guase no beye sebi anim guase mu odro because the number of list to work no the first food no be full na wotena ho na se kase idu ya ruti asumpre no a na je so bi aje tun se akwai umo number so ho nti am se enu bi na abo attorney general ni team no say before kwasi edu be gina mra na ni ye 100% sure say I don't know the far from kura no mra no tia na be chu because I dance here 1 2 3 they say boni we wedi and in minya lawyer ni sidi atonom na lawyer for and then say court ko nyina na far bank ese ni dance here ukura anyhow obesi fa present wa dance here no enti say we take bosume kakra na ya hyehyɛ dance ni yie na ye nkoche wo court wa you say it's better than say be di kan wo court na fa dance here bra na ve ye baba e go for damage ni fix match ne kokase o yare kokase wo tukwan kokase o yira wo kokase o yire nyam na ve ye tutu court da se za na mwa I like the aspect of the arrest and all of that because when you say uhimpa se obi ankoyi na ba omo koto aba because of ora no omo aba no do so say nyina dey.
Oh yes.
And they are expecting more.
Yes.
But what does it?
I strongly believe the 57%, about 30% will be those
who
voted mainly.
Ora ambassadors in they are expecting more from us. So I believe the Javan dia so me boy share ne me kind of boy uncrunch semwa me dey ma all the oral ambassadors and say they more for list of can the wheels of justice wind but slowly. But they should be rest assured. Said you will be for be a nano acquire yes we ambassador former ambassador to Nigeria the aid Kwabena why no akoto Ghana embassy Ansah ni nani ade ya no
then America also
Ghana
embassy in America
on no creating a website that say national website mu okoye o visa na service na call no ho perpetrating this crime for about 6 years.
Message Jankoma was using creative arts a website and everything and they run a private business.
Offer just some good na no say training bi blogger bi share wofa na puno say na say ento ga no say nya some good menero no mo acha na egbo adwuma say abade cha de say nyina wona mo bu ambassador of ora for no mo pe ya chi no kakra ya detain no kakra nti abunya invitation na invitation ya do so agrofo mo say no mo kasa wo group hand they don't need invitation to we are said that no aheda na so ya shepa da nko ko yi no invite no amba no agina so dia sikio arrest you know wa ko che no ba ko bi na tension na de ne ko che mo no ko che wo fai say apetition fo nyina ni ade o na ka hwan na ko to apetition boka hwan na to apetition boka group ha apetition kwa ni enye ho advert but obi ani ba bi e wo to fa ko fi to ko ha ko to apetition boka e say eduru fie da nwumra ane ono agi ho competition waje akoto ansia na wasan order chief accountant say eye mra say nyemra san bi ka ho say competition ye nwe no nko a to ozo onya ho akadie ah de gbaji de kalobo ana bo fa yese ya fie wotwe ukwa wasa saka azuko wasie mampani we de mu ha mu mampanda da wini fans eti we we yan ngwase kese kasa bebrebe ni nyina se na kasa nyina ye botaye enti me de misusu say one more size with it's a legitimate expectation but yema by no America in fact so what study this government and nyema no bebre it's about your survivor do we who study the first 3 appointments that you see clearly Ora Mahama was more interested in our survivor first. eti nyema bi anka betimi the international judgment debt kura ni the attorney general is working more towards that. Kania PPPs bi ni ade sensan ya mo betwetwa ni ade betimi di ohawa bre attorney general na machire di hu komo amano ne ne ade fie ni ade nyina na yesa ye fie die kakra so ye dey so minim se enche owura wontumi no nyina de no owura kotu owura kotu enche uni ze ministry say me ya so ye honum gofo about $3 million and over some kotu drones nyina drone ataba ba ko grant na ho and nyina part of ongoing investigation because people must answer questions to that. Omo ye liable to offense and I was say you do omo family kwan so it must serve as deterrent. Lessons must be learnt. And nothing that make us say ya kaka ba funa kama dampai we do e kwa so no of at least to say MPP 3 more dey say NDC enti wodo atesem kro betimi dia say wa brabo enti ya nya opportunity ne nne no ye live ya brabo sebe basel dem the king French wasem Frenching de yawodia na yawodia ko gina kwantin vi twa mi emedi dwa bi anim si abisuma si dwa bi dwadie bi anim de yo man de anoma no tonko so nyo man de because sabe in all this be see at the end of the day offer 6 feet we jaw bibia we nyina 6 feet and then uduru kumase ne adwura no potemu a ene VIP station 90 one day was casino 90 woko so
your friend is Alabama Musa bibi
wo nyina akọ
bibi Alabama Musa poku transport Nara power
na wa nti wo no fo za wo de obache wana enti jade sabe yese enti da benize tuku a asumdio na yese abankwan a sutro da ho na wo bekwa wie na wo mane wo nchiri mba na ebedi fere ebedi yawo ne minim so ochina akufu ado ba bia ni wo wani munyam me meto bani kura me mfra wase niema papa be ye okurum hanti so ada say but e bi asamere ma bi oche bi a what I say asamere ma bi oche bi ani mo nyewe kura no ye bodwa woni ho a na sinto abam. So it's not really about how much you amass. Sika de ye say sika e bodja enti bodja no sakwata beduma wudie but ye pesika ne ye boye ni ho ban na the larger because it's a privileged position.
No, but the point is how can you just steal like let's say $10 million? Eya etimi eyi kwai ebi etimi yi bontefu ekopem akopra eya so wo scan ye na free bontefu krom ho na o ko na wo drive or so you feel so good say oh my bibia ja
no for
then you steal the money and you drive on that bad road and you are happy.
What funny ni first eti grass go school obi enua and uduru akura na se na udua na amanfo ti ase to da me ne ade. See how proud you feel. Yeah, you feel grass no. See how me dua na ne utrim wo na no hu di nkomo ya keke.
Yes.
It is why you puntu obi how MP4 ministers for ya mo kom now muntim puntu obi aduro ni ebo modi am fele say.
Enya fine.
Ora ma na mo wagine fancy masa ba wa sabani o nya sanketo a what does it tell mu ne 160 years ni ade nyina no enya sika okowia eti ne ye kan sa eye nyuma pa na nyuma pa no na bedi na nim ayesa kanea ba bi fa bia na hyiren. And people should learn. Say position is different from possession. Senior, you might have it's a privileged position. 33 million Ghanaians. Yes, why do you think it was make a boy in your house and come to me? And it's a 100 year man from now will say, who put all of us in danger just for your parochial interest. Chip compound, we seek out D&D and see chip compound to be. Maame no anka say what you didn't yin say no awo cannot travel 2 kilometers no. You did not travel 4 kilometers. What for more than then come and the benewu moja wonsa. People don't account all of this. And beyond the wara for ne redmo acha ne Dominica you know de ba ye wa ha no. Amen bom say prr atemuda ɛno so wonim deɛ ɔfa Gabriel no mo de bɛyɛ o
ɔno onye
enti akatua ne mienu wa wo dɔgye ha deɛ a hɔ deɛ deɛ wodim nɔgye mama ye living with a sense of that fellow feeling so ade no a mewia no a bit is a potential tool a bit save will be nkwa ade na mewia no
mu kura dia ye den we be che obibi
ofa hwe me a
ye den
ofa ye kura ye say ye nya hwe tini o ye kura ye say ye nya hwe ofa se me no position kura ni e ba hai ahaya na ka say oh mo ofa si se ti ye to abawi ya na me hu nyina na hampa o ahaya na ka say oh mo ofa si wonu onya hwe campaign wonna musa ka na no this one na woko campaign na gugura ukonya accident say wo bi tie wo show we so
I see
ye to abawi na adwope pick up mu no basically so mfa so
no mo anko wi a
yo
and you am going to enso was maybe bia ka no ma sakas 16
kane no nanka wo de basically na ekọ aja kwa nkuma kura kwansinsin ano na de don hwere mienu ene moto aba wetimi de don hwere fa akodura wo san pente ba koye den me kane no na me bangra ya gisem ko sala ko twateke wala ba na ne se mi ameti manya ka ne bi dia ba me prepare mu ho ko wia de anya me dia de akoye den we must appreciate where we are coming from it is in a to the idea I was saying crofo bi ko mochi
train
yes
any aeroplane wana komrika pa
aeroplane sound do na mwiem
train aeroplane wana ye adwuma boka
hey
Ghana train ye adwuma o Ghana wa mokada enso da bia Ghana Airways aboka
kopim se bebu ye
ene bu ye
so bia wi ska
etimrika no ho tentem no me pente me de kade na krono me pente me drum
eti ofa me hwe benyonko no ma ye se ono no nyina na e ahomaso honhom and media menya said ye babru mu ho ba bi mu kan no obi an ko back atade no ana wo de ko yes ko back masa people teacher no ye DC woni bie ba na da kwawe so da veranda so bambara boy and now you CEO go back pick santa de no ana show no if you like frame it in your office turn bia krono ahomaso over turn back and look at it senior ya no de ya sabe ya so ti anwemu a unsura ahwiase ba bia ti ya ne yete say ya ne be kan ye mfa bibia mfram ebi ba ya bi de the ope papa ye na be ne de be ne sa aka ye na ni be so the boni didi ni tim no oba fa no se etan no now when the day of reckoning comes a mele duru wa anu ba ti se ndisi fo ya che ndisi asumasi me means ho
memba
nyen ye to aba wie wuntumi krofo ya ohene ba o ne information center ho no was it brother mama bai what you be are you to be like say every before bra where obi ezu ade je ni achire boss
thank you
ade je achire boss enti mumi enyai ni enje chire mai ye je chire busua ye je chire mai ye je chire manaku ye je chire mai ye je chire nafoftem ye je chire mai na oman ye nyina timbi mfa mapa no bebo ye nyina amia for entuma perfect.
Thank you so much Kabori, very insightful one there. And I see Nkoma Liso na Nakusipoku citizen ato. My main care will say give us capsules. Give us Herbal Center. Give us P capsules. Give us Co capsules. Give us Herbal mixture. Give us GC mixture and capsules. Omodiaba. And almost say Bill's microcredit. We are grateful to you. Ope Bosia Eddie Ashe Jumaka Krebiasia. Me pacho Bill's microcredit. Kai one way. Yeah, don't want to say a name, you may. My man, for that, say, my police near drew in boost about Mesha. What's in no been a boost to immune system, no? Yamfana Siema a bioplast disinfectant and bioplast heavy duty cleaner. I beg Gaso GBA MTN's main country was say eSIM campaign Womuguso. Nanti ko MTN office biya winim ombebuao na ma soto. All right, so that's it. Time heba mesha. Yeah, that time for us pa. Drew almost so. So no ebedim komo after time ho. Time heba mesha. Mediane Bobie Ansah, I'm grateful. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy time about Mesha. Mami Akwaba.
Yeah, Bobie.
Pacho kajatum.
Meda sibebre. Yebema etifo nyina Akwaba edi free time heba Mr. Yasue time heba center a openia odano Dr. Nana Otafrija Owusu Agyeman ono ena Nyankopon enam no so amane nimdie ni hunumu a dane da nyina ode ye bibidro krogen ede mayen na yanwem bi anonom ede amani pedua no ebra so se ede apomuden ebro eno ntino obeje bre no akosoa tie ye wo Accra 100.5 FM asedano enkoma Nana Otafrija Owusu Agyeman ebra yede apomuden ebre ensem ebro me pesa obeje bre na wafa doctor number no bia na ya mo wasem so nenso no nkyere se yeni hu eduro ofre doctor obeje ofeso na waje ofeso achichiri bibia mu de amount fre doctor e 0244 417 669 0244 417-669 ofra doctor ebeje ofeso said ye chrono ekan say yeni duana ba ne mfa na hahai ensayare eno a na doctor Nana Otafrija Owusu Agyeman odi onyame nimdie so ene onyame emra so na odi aye adronwa so mienu a ko agiyen na emani pedua no efa ne ntoma pa ifra metre time heba mixture ena afi time hh mixture ene ne capsules eno ena ebo ni pedua no amani peduano afano ntuma pa efra medofo se yesha se dia na yensha se mfi time heba mixture o se time no TIMG malaria bia aye ziba ewo wa brabo mu ensu tobre yi mu bosumi yi mu no o se obetu na sekra ediama yehwe time a me friend no se oyedunsi a osre abrefo esanse wa chewe ponimu pa time heba mixture de se wonunum bia ni peduano fa ntoma pa edifra woni atrudie bia eni asem kra etu malaria asif deku ama wo onipadua no wafa ne ntoma pa edi efra time herbal mixture for the treatment of malaria fever wonim se ensuo to ane efoma ye nyunyunyu weda ni mo ye nyunu eno nti emofra no ahododo beba na omo ho wo so empani ne ho ewo so ose meda mintimi nya hwe malaria mowa no na edi ahini ewo ni peduanim na se yebetu malaria mowa no asedia na ye time herbal mixture eno na etu atridua se na watimi afa woni pedua no ni pedua na timi afa ne ntoma pa edi efra eno nti no se duru me bia obehu se ne obi ohonum a wose miti ye meya meda miti pai me mintimi nya hwe mani su chi me honam nyina ye me basabasa eye malaria mowa no na edi ahini woni peduanim de wuhia ye time herbal mixture eno na wonum a ebetu emowa na ase afri ni peduanim na woni pedua na timi asori agina ne naso na bo adwuma yie ankasa kono hwe edro ni bi eto mekanfo edi amawo esanse ubetimi anom a emfa how bia embro hye no so se time no enya nwunu bebre wonum a wonum eda ho afenso obi wo ho no se mintimi ndidi menum ato aduane ne si hoi me ho ya me basabasa adenti na wo tena honum ama wankasa watimi anu aduane obi bese mi wo misika enso mintimi ndidi kope time herbal mixture ne bi enom for loss of appetite wonu mu ato na wuntimi nidi a make say fufuo ne abrabunu si wanim o si da bi mintimi nidi adentia medofo kono kope bi enom wate wonu mu no ebeto so o tachire maso beye wo de na wo bedidi na wa men na wo nipadua no atimi ahyehye kama afen so obi wo honoma o say for general body pains obi wo ho se me honam nyina ye meya medaye na ase ya bome oda sori a no wo so ne ho ne ha ne sisi ni ba bia wo don saka ne honam o se me honam eye meya kone kope time herbal mixture ni bi eto enom na honam yaw na aba wo so no a wuntimi nya hwe wo da na wo sori ase wo sori ase wuntimi nante no ne nyina ebetu na se kra e di amount eni ka sem ne se eni kwa sa wo yare da ho nko a na kope time herbal mixture ni bi ato tie ni yi eni kwa sa wo yare da ho enko a ene wakwa kope time herbal mixture ni bi ato debi ubetimi anonom bra wo nyare enu ntini ye ma no ikosuku a modaru maburu modaru manyado tobi ma mofra no hye wo bag mu nkosuku wate esanse suku mu yi ensu oto awo ba wodani mu aye nwunum woda no emu aye nwunu oye dai awobedew to time ma bofra no hye ne bag mu nko sa wo kwasra wo maame ana wo papa wodi akyede no entoma ne niema milo ne niema ne kono eya afa time herbal mixture eka ho wate faka ho kwakoma wo maame wo papa faka ho koma wadofo bia faka ho kokcha obi a wodo no esanse time aduro ne de edi nhini na akye ewo eponim oye dunsi a osue abrefo enu nti no enna honom emnyare ansa no waka se wo kwakwa koto time ne bianom ko edwaso baabia ubenya bi atoshe no nso se eye TIMG eno ane time herbal mixture obenom na nipadua no ebetimi afa ne ntoma pa edi efra kama na wahunu se wonso watie si na wasipi esita ubenya bi ato ewo oman mu ha baabia na emom no bomode asa obeji doctor number no ebiew na wafre doctor ewo 0244 417-669 0244-417-669 Ofra doctor ebeje bre na fe one wo atwetwe enkomo kama na ya saya to aso dia na time HH mixture ene ne capsules edroi ebo adwuma yi pa na hye no so se eye adwuma kro enti sa wo fa ne capsules ha on fa ne mixture sa so na wo fa ne mixture so a on fa ne capsules enti bomodin asa wo bekwa kope edroi bi ede ato na beboa ede amani pedua no ama woni pedua no afa ne ntoma pa ede efra for the treatment of rashes on private parts ane wakosua no ho no enso agugu so a wobɛhu sɛ nya nika ɔhene besinani a wontimi nhwɛ no wagya ho no wokɔ ɔhu sɛ na no bra no ɔyada wo pa ɔbae no ohu sɛ enso agugu ho no ɔkɔ yɛ wan frɛ ubio ɛno a na ɛyɛ saa no saa nso na wokɔ akuso no wobɛhu sɛ ho agugu ho basa ababa wona wo feeling no wadi nachi akyɛ ɔbae a wobie wo hu na wo hu wokɔ akuso no ohun sɛ we de nimboa enu nti no kwa okoye no ofre no wa mabio bomodian so obekwa akoto time HH mixture ene ne capsules anom sɛ de be ya enso bi a agu private part ho no onum no na ehye na sekora enti num kɔ woyam wo de nom wobehu sɛ enso bia no ne nyina ebehye na se difficulty in urinating ane se wuntimi enjunso ya obi wo hono mo se mejunso kakra na ma ya ase ya meya ojunso sima ubehu ya se ojunso na etwa ntientia o se da bi media sa na mejunso da bi minuaba ma enye sa na wojunso junso no ena enkoyi wonya bacteria ewo woni peduanim de betu na se time HH capsules ene ne mixture time HH capsules ene ne mixture unu no ma ebema wo atimi adwonso yie ankasa Obedun so ye wan hwe ya obehu se nso otuto ya ene fom aye nyunyunyu ewiem aye nyunyunyu obeda kra wan hwe abehwa na wadwon so gumpa so esanse wanu maduro no ma wodwon so no ebekɔtɔ ten kama kɔ ne ko pebito medi hu adanse ye ede ama o papa sanso na eye immune system booster anasa ne support na obehu se nipadua no emo wona ebe wo se mma nipadua ne mu eye den no obehu se mo bia be nipadua ne mu a ene wo so ade mu no wabrɛ wo se misisi wo se mijonku yare bia timeche ukro ya malaria chew yase ho ahone chew unya syphilis u yese immune system no akofom time HH capsules ene ne mixture enom said ebeya ebe boost immune system no ede ama wo na boost immune system no na nipadua no so fa no ntoma pa ede efra kone kopa aduro yi bi eto na ebeboa wo yie ankasa sanso ena eye for general well-being ai eboa ema nipadua no bia ade bia wo ye bia hwe any effect side effect bia wo akire kopa bi enom na emua nipakro no nipadua no frɛ wuti so ekosi wo nase frɛ wuti so ekosi wo nase ade bia efa nipadua na pomudin bia no medofo se wonom a ebeboa ama nipadua no etimi afa no ntoma pa etimi ede efra sa enso na obi a oso obi ho no say low performance during sexual intercourse ane empaswa gudie no utimi se enkoye kura ane me kayo na mabon kaye se mpaswa gudie enkoye a medofo se wo ye oba se wo ye bema bomodin a se obekwa akopɛ time HH mixture and the capsules no amnom na ebe mawo anya hoden sronkokora ama wabɔ adwuma wɔ mpam ama yafra obema mu a na amawo mo piafo na oba nso wonso ai wode wutu akwaje wo samba kama enkonkonkogu anim ase wo ye bema enkogu anim ase yo ewo sinanim ema yensrew ma yemfra obema mu ankasa na ewu hia time HH capsules and in a mixture eno na ebe boawo ama yafra obema brane kama shane so say eyema both unisex and obanom berima enso etiminom entima me awutie me papa awutie me menua ba menua bema bomodia say obekwa akopɛ time HH capsules and in a mixture ni bi anom na beboa ama ni padua no etimi afa ne ntoma pa efra shane so say time HH capsules na ne mixture no yenum emum na emum no so wonom mixture eye adwuma baako wonom ne capsules no so a eye adwuma baako ubetimi ato ebia na wanom na etimi aboa ama ni padua no afa ne ntoma pa efra mamefa doctor number no Ansah entu edwa ebio 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 Dr. Nana Otafrija Owusu Ajiman ono abeje ofeso na afi ono watwetwe nkomo sema ma wo yare so a eno nkyere se ebia ye ni ho aduro eno ntiri bomode afre number no sede be ya wonso no betimi doctor atwetwe nkomo na waje ofeso na ono wo akasa yie eno ya yabobo so nyina time herbal mixture ena afi time HH capsules ene ne mixture no sa wo peno dodo etua wokɔ Okaishi drug lanes House of Drugs ewo ho Rejoice ewo ho nom Angel Herbal ewo ho Tinatet ewo ho Kingswalk ewo ho yenko Ashaman na yenko Larry and Larry Ekus Pharmacy enso wo ho wokɔ a ubenya bi atunu dosopo Adabraka Peters Herbal Regent Pharmacy ena afi Ebenezer Herbal Pokua Sefo ate asemde Pro Pharmacy ena Hidden Leaf ewo ho BK Herbal enso ewo ho Tesano or say Halloween Herbal omunyina ewo ho no ubenya bi eto yenko kaswa Tribe of Judah ena weja nso se yedu weja ibenya bi ewo Pharma Trust eno so kohonum ubenya bi ato kama hacho Filna Pharmacy omo ho achimotafo nso ati asemdene o say Regent Pharmacy ena afe yenko Medina Joshua Herbal omo nyina ewo ho no awokɔ a ubenya enroyi nyina atunu dosopo na ho nso akoton enya won faso afe nso ankorankore se wo pe ba komienu bia wo de boru pharmacy shop bia chemical license shop bia wokɔ a wo so pe time Herbal center enro na ye de aba adwaso no time Herbal mixture ena afe time HH capsules and in a mixture na obey amount shanin so ema obi mfa asokwa ankoda na opete enro na doso na so nyani nyina na sayare etu yare ase tie de meka ne yene die kwaso enro no adoso enye ne nyina ene sayare etu yare ase na wo pede betu yare ase na watimi afa ni padua no afa ne ntoma pa afra na wanante akọ abasade ye nante ekoba ni bidia na time Herbal mixture time Herbal mixture time Herbal mixture eno na etu atudi ase na ni padua no afa ne ntoma pa edi afra make am for time product nyina edi ama kodwa so ba bia na kokotobi na ɛbɛboa nipadua no asida no kɔma time o say TIME ebrani ti yɛbɛsɔre so nyame yɛ adoma da sɛnɛ yɛde apɔmuden sɛm ɛbɛbrɛ hyɛne nso sɛ time no TIME Gidopta number no ensubiu 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 nyame ya adoma dasene yebesa de apomuden ensem abro makrao
100.5